And recording.
Yeah, we're good. Okay, we're here.
Yeah, welcome back for Wednesday session, episode 11.
Yeah, we made it.
Yeah, thanks for joining us for our first live session, accompanied by a new camera.
Yes, we have a DM cam now, which should help with the angles, so I'm not like outside the angle all the time.
Yep.
All right. Where we left off last time, you guys were tasked with closing what you were told by Deinicus was I'm just gonna call them ley lines because it makes no sense to me. Ley line to the plane of Shadowfell that was lying dormant underneath Shagershin through some containment procedures that he didn't disclose and you guys are not aware of. But regardless, you took the cube that he gave you, that he tasked you with and told you how to activate it down there, simply threw it out, and it seemed to work pretty well. But then a being of some sort seemed that was associated with that area maybe appeared and tried to snatch the cube unsuccessfully, but then took over the mind of poor Zoltan over here, and Hell is now holding him hostage in another plane of existence, presumably Shadowfell, the ones you guys were attempting to close, and he has told you if you will give him the cube, he will return your friend. So where do our brave adventurers go from here?
God, can we see him at all?
See him?
No,
roll
the thing.
The thing.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to.
Okay, perception.
Ooh.
I'll look around as well.
Yeah.
13.
13.
Natural 16.
16, okay.
That one.
That one. You,
Is it still 16?
Jesus Christ. You are engulfed by the darkness around you since the cube absorbed everything, and yeah, you can't see anything. Can't even see your hand in front of your face.
I have dark vision.
Yeah, right? It's weird. Do you still have your detect magic on? You cast that at the end of last session, right? That's how you were able to see
Yes, I do,
the
actually.
thing. Who was the high? You got 16, you got 13.
Yeah, I'll roll too, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm not good with
Can I roll for Monroe? Because that was bad. He's here, I think.
He's here, I think. Sure. Because, yeah, having the bird in there would not cause any suspicion among these weird folk.
The cube wasn't sucking his magic, would it?
No.
16.
It didn't affect his map, sorry?
16.
16, okay.
As well.
No, nobody can really perceive anything except a really dark room.
And my detect magic doesn't.
The detect magic. There seems to be just like an ambient aura of magic about, but nothing you can really focus on.
For the hell of it, I'm going to use my divine sense.
Okay.
Basically,
I know we have to ask about it every
it's
time.
basically the detect good or evil spell.
Detect good or evil.
Detect fiends, undead, fae, consecrated, desecrated.
What's Zoltan's alignment over there?
Neutral. Good.
Neutral good.
Yeah.
But it doesn't detect alignment. It just detects certain creatures. No. It seemed whatever had taken your friend Zoltan went with him.
How are we supposed to give him the cube?
I'm going to cast Minor
That's what I'm
Illusion
Mm-hmm.
and make a Minor Illusion of the cube in my hand. And I'm just going to say, cube for Zoltan.
I guess roll a deception check there. I'll let you do it with advantage.
Who has the
Come
cube?
on, we're giving you the cube.
I have
Just
the
give us our
cube.
friend back.
Can I roll to snatch the cube?
17.
If you want to go against my strength,
17.
Bring
right?
him back to us.
very stealthily. I'm gonna roll to snatch the cube.
Wait, hang on.
And put it in my bag. Of
Hold on.
holding.
I'm
So
gripping
let's do
this
one thing at a
just
time
so you
here.
know.
Well, if he sees the cube.
Gosh.
What was it again?
17.
Interesting.
I'm going to hold it close to me so you can't just grab it and I'll be like... Yeah.
Yeah.
Lots of hmms.
You don't, yeah, nothing, it doesn't even respond to you in any way. You don't get any kind of response from that.
It's worth a shot.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
Well, he wanted us just to test the cube out. He didn't say we had to keep the cube. So we could just trade it back right now.
That's true. And since we know he's working with, I mean, we still haven't really decided on whose side we're on, so...
I mean, really, was this plane even hurting anybody? Like, he was just dealing stuff, right?
We could just tell him it's gone, but so is the cube. We don't know what happened.
I say we get Zoltan back first before we start. I'm going to speak out loud. I'm going to say, show us our friend, and then we'll give you the cube.
Interesting. Interesting. You hear that same disembodied voice I spoke before, the very snaky, oily voice, perhaps. It was very, very evil, very, very evil.
Okay, I don't know if I like this idea.
Speak out. You wish to see your friend?
Show us our friend, and then we'll talk about getting the cube to you.
Do all of you wish to see him? Oh, fuck.
We wish for you to bring him back if you want the cube. Isn't that the deal?
Cowards. It does, you don't see the being, but it, what you see open before you is like a tiny little, a rift of sorts in like a diamond shape start to like stretch open in between the middle of the room. And as it stretches open slowly, you see on the other side a place that seems to be very resemble the area that you're in very much so. This worn down old, I guess it's a basement of sorts with the fountain in the middle and all that. But you also see the only difference being it's all in like grayscale, gray, black, various shades of that. And you see your friend Zoltan on the other side he's in a new place, I guess. What is Zoltan doing on the other side when he first popped out onto another place?
As soon as I pop out, I'm on mind control. I try and reach out to my friends.
Because you see it open as well.
I cast Dispel Magic on Zoltan while the portal's open.
You cast what?
Dispel Magic on Zoltan while the portal's open. To get rid of the mind control.
He doesn't seem to be under the mind control.
Okay, then I cast Dispel Magic on the thing. We can see the thing, right?
What thing?
Or we just see him through the thing?
You only see him. Yeah, he's just kind of confusion. He shows you, and then the portal closes up.
Pragma!
As he's yelling for his friends to save him.
Something.
He's like, "There's your friend. Now give me the cube, and I can bring him back to you."
Where are you? We can't even see you.
I'm much closer to your friend than I am you, so I'd advise you listen to me if you wish no harm to befall your friend.
Hurting him will not get this cube back.
No, but it'll make me feel pretty good.
Well,
Okay, I'm gonna cast Magic on Cragmaw. I could dispel the cube and then give it back to him. You could put it behind... unless he would detect that. I don't know. I think he wants it because the black market
I don't think
is
that's gonna
inside
work.
of it.
I mean, the being doesn't seem to be rushing you at all.
Which one of us has the cube?
Sorry.
Me.
Yeah, Cragmall. He's got a desk grip over there.
I mean, it's Zoltan we're talking about here. We should just give it back to him if it comes down to it.
Yeah.
Unless
I feel
someone
like
has another suggestion.
I feel like he's gonna welch on this deal. I'm just saying.
Yeah,
I feel like he's gonna... My only
Probably.
concern is he takes the cube and Zoltan.
That's what I mean.
Are you guys talking out
That's
loud to each
welching.
other?
Well, I would say we're in a huddle, like whispered.
Oh, even if you're whispering to each other, the being speaks up when you say that and is like, "I may be many things, but a liar is not one of them. I will honor my side of the deal."
Can I roll an insight check on that?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Every time you guys
So you
hear him talk, you feel like a sense of dread come over you, as if it's right over your shoulders.
So we're just in this big dark room, right?
Yeah, it's really dark in here. I'm sorry, what'd you roll?
5.
5? Yeah, he seems like an honest person. Yeah, no, he seems like he's being honest. Like, he just wants the cube. obviously because it disrupted whatever he was doing.
I'm willing to make a deal.
Well, you're the one with the cube, so you're the one I'm interested in.
My deal is you give our friend back, and we all get to leave. You get the cube.
I assumed that was implied. By all means, I'm more than happy with that deal.
I want to make sure that it is part of the deal. We all leave alive back through where we came from.
That's very fair. You're very smart for one of your kind.
I don't know about that.
He's one of the smartest ones we've met.
Can we perhaps?
But I definitely care about self-preservation.
Can we perhaps see him beforehand?
Like I said, you mean? Are you asking
Yes.
him?
Can we see him through the portal while we make the trade? You will give you the cube first,
I've already shown you your friend. I don't know why you'd be interested in.
just to make sure he's safe while you're getting us the cube. Can I roll persuasion?
Yeah, go ahead.
14.
14.
Like I said, we'll give
That's
it to
all.
you first. No trickery.
I don't believe you for a second, but I don't believe you could do anything anyway, so sure. The portal will be open while we do the trade, if that will comfort your nerves, small person.
Cragmaw? Pull the cube.
I don't know what he said. I wasn't listening to him. I was focused on thinking about Zoltan.
He's going to pull Zoltan and show us and make sure he's okay while we exchange the cube to him, but you had to give the cube to him first.
I thought the deal with Zoltan was going to be right here as I exchange.
I think he is going to show it to us, and then he wants to make sure he has the cube first.
I don't like that deal. I like my deal better.
Look, if it'll... Okay, I seem there's some disagreement in this group. I'm dealing with this man here. I will open the portal, or a portal, rather, and you see that same rift tear open. And...
Do we see Zoltan still?
Yeah,
Do I see them?
dude.
Rod of security
You can see through it. Oh God, you can see through it, and he can see you guys.
and Rod of security, boom.
Guys!
Because I can see him, so it says 199 willing creatures that I can see.
Does it pertain on the same plane?
I'm pretty sure.
You better
No,
be
I don't think
100%
so.
sure. I'll give you a moment to figure that out before you just do that.
Wild card.
It doesn't say anything about it not being able to.
Does it say within like a certain amount of range?
No. You and 199 willing creatures you can see to a paradise that exists on an extra final place, as long as I can see them.
Okay, well. Yeah, I mean, yeah. I guess if you pull that out and you do it,
Yeah, I'll take all of us and him.
yeah, you all
Get the fuck
get
out.
transported to the Rod of Security.
That's
Is
a
it,
bunch of
is it the
glasses.
same bar?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, boys. Glad I fucking this
So,
thing was like pulling
Cragdaddies,
down, dude.
Now that you've taken us here, you know we're gonna pop back up on the same
No,
spot.
we can.
right?
He can teleport us.
Well, now hold on. So
right.
Zoltan, you're now with your friends. Yeah. So I'm gonna give a brief description of what he saw while you were in Shadowfell. After you popped in there, you came into a room that was very similar to the one you left. The fountain in the middle was almost completely destroyed in this room, though, very downtrodden and decrepit. It didn't work in the other one, but in this world, it obviously wouldn't work even if they had water running through it. And while you're there, immediately you see, in this one room, you see just shades, like ghosts of people that are just milling about, seem to be packed tightly in this room.
That's when I start calling out for my friends.
Yeah,
As you guys see in
and
the
yeah,
portal.
and you can make out the very fuzzy gray appearance of your friends from the other world, because they seem to be a little more, for lack of a better term, alive than the other shades that are just kind of like almost standing motionless. They're not really doing anything. Don't know why they're all grouped up here, but yeah. But you see that, and
Start
then
kinda chasing towards
you
them.
saw the rift open a couple times, and you talked to your friends. And the second time, Cragdaddies was quick-witted enough to try to store you guys into a rod of security wherever you're at. And yeah, I guess that succeeded. You guys are in this paradise realm. Hey, give a quick description on your paradise realm you set up here.
Well, it's the same realm as last time, and we are inside of a very well decorated tavern with at least 5 or 6 lasses in Irish kilts serving
Sure, of course.
serving ale. Very fine ale to us.
Well, yeah, I guess that worked.
I don't know what to say, Catagast.
You've been here before.
I'm
and
flattered.
you're welcome.
I'm flattered, but this is kind of weird at the same
Good to
time.
see you.
I'm extremely freaked out right now. That was quite something else. Sorry, I was so weak-minded to come under control of such a creature.
It's not your fault. I've never encountered a creature like that before.
You still have your headband, right?
I don't.
Oh, having your headband.
They took it.
Oh.
That way I couldn't teleport back.
Yeah.
Well, at least you're with us now, so he's gonna have. If we have to go back to where we were, but we can at least have a plan of escape.
Indeed.
So that was half our plan right there.
Because
Did you lose all your magical items?
One of those.
well, it seemed to have only taken his
Point at the cube.
headband.
You get the cube.
Still holding that thing.
Just changes things.
We could take
So just
he's with
for
us at
clarity,
least.
I don't think it'll come to that, but there's 5 of you, so that makes it like
It's 100 and hang on, it's a big number.
yeah, it's a long day.
200 days divided by 5, so like 50 days.
40 days.
40 days, yeah.
If that comes to it. I doubt it will.
Yeah. Well, so yeah.
So when
we
we
have
get
a.
back, do we go back to where we
It'll be the same
popped
spot.
out? The same spot?
So, but we just need to make sure you don't get got this time.
Well, you took him from another plane.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Wait, does it put everybody back in the original spots?
wait, hang on.
The spots that they teleported from.
So he's going to go right back.
Yes.
Well, this is a bust.
Well, and he would know that?
Well, yeah, because he knows exactly what he knows fully what the rod of security does.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I was yeah. So, but for now, you guys are safe. I mean, plenty of time to come up with a plan.
I don't know if he's going to honor that same deal anymore now, boys. I think we might have fucked that up.
Well,
Does the rod of security have an activation word?
no, I think you just use it.
You just used it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just while holding it.
You could
Oh,
always take
because so
the
you
cube
had to pull it out and hold it.
Yeah.
Like, oh boy. Okay.
You could always
could
take
we-
the cube to Dynakist and figure out what he might want to do. Possibly he could use the magic inside of this to open up another portal. and-
Maybe we could contact someone to teleport you out of here? Because we have enough
That's-
gold to
yeah,
bribe anybody on the planet.
We can leave.
That's also a fantastic idea.
We could leave. He could stay in there. Would it work like that?
Actually,
The rod of security, I think,
I could just leave the rod with all.
does it keep people from like teleporting out without the use of it? Or because I know it keeps people from getting in. I'm pretty sure because it's like a small pocket plane. There's no way anybody could get in there unless they got really lucky with a
Yeah,
with literally no scope it.
we could just
He's like,
leave him in
Also,
there, dash out.
Is
have
anyone
someone-
low on health?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. Because we
oh
heal
yeah, this
up
place will
here.
heal you. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, you have to stay here for a little while for it to heal you.
It's 1 hour, and then you get 1 hit die. It doesn't say anything, I don't think.
What if you just spawn a bunch of shit in here and we fight it and we get prepared to fight that being?
Hyperbolic time chamber.
He
Well,
gets
I
it.
don't. I think you also get to determine how fast or slow time moves within the thing, right? In accordance
I
with.
think it just doesn't move.
Yeah, I don't think even though time proceeds in this plane, it doesn't. I'm not 100%.
Extra planos plane.
Yeah, it's extraplanar
Space.
space.
Yeah, I don't know how that works completely, but.
Here, I'm gonna open up my books.
Well, either way, we need comfort plane. I think we could easily bribe someone, but can we teleport someone out of somewhere? Like a summoning teleportation? Is that a thing?
My teleportation works.
We just
Everybody
leave.
has to be willing, so
We
wouldn't
could
I
just-
have to be aware that I was being teleported out?
I mean, you can just easily just be like, I'm willing to be teleported at any time, at any moment.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if we could leave him in here, we could just go talk. We could all dash out of here and then go talk to Ron.
Yeah, but I'm not sure how that works.
Implying. Oh wait.
Like if I
you
leave.
leave him in here.
And then you guys would be teleported back with the thing. I was thinking about just sending a message to
Even
somebody.
if someone were to teleport us, like the odds of them finding where we're at in this place.
We could
You gotta think
just
about that. You can't just say, "Oh, we're in a rod of security." You know what I mean?
we could come back with an army of people and fuck the thing while he just chills in the out of
Where are we
security.
gonna go? How?
He's on another plane though. is
We
the
know.
problem.
We know.
How are we gonna get out?
We know in
We could.
Wellron.
Or wait.
Okay.
We
so
have the support of the Mages Guild. Well,
Yeah,
maybe.
last, but how are we gonna get out of
for
the
each hour, also
the
creatures-
Shadowfell?
Okay.
What if we just
We're not
come out?
Okay, no.
Outside?
Just to clarify the time. Time passes normally. You just don't age.
Okay.
You visitors can remain in the paradise for up to 200 days, divided by the number of creatures present. When the time runs out, or you use an action to end it, so you can't pick and choose. You just end those security.
Well, I have. What if we use the cube on the monster? Doesn't it absorb magic? So what if we just throw it at it while it's in our presence?
Well, it's already absorbed this.
Well, shouldn't it have got him in the first place, though?
Yeah.
Yeah. We need to figure out how to get
And
Zoltan
we also
out
can't
of
see
the
it.
place.
It's hiding.
Well, I think we should just message Deinicus at this point. That still works in here, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Do that.
Let them know what's going on.
There's a 5% chance it's on a different plane, but I could just spam it since we're in here for 40 days, I guess.
That's true.
So what do you want to say?
Rod security strong.
Send help.
Help.
Okay. So I'll send a
Trapped
message to
in Shadowfell.
Deinicus. And I will say.
Shit while we're in here.
Oh wait, what plane are you? What plane were you in? Do we know?
Shadowfell.
Are we in
Just
Shadowfell or
Shadowfell.
just he's in Shadowfell?
He was.
I don't think we
Okay,
are.
I'll send a message to Deinicus.
No, you guys are not. As far as you know.
And there's a 5% chance that it'll fail. I don't know if you want to roll for that. Or you want me to roll? Do you want me to roll for that? Or you roll?
Do you have percentile dice over there?
Yeah.
Yeah, you go for it, man. I'll let you go for it.
So
That way you can't blame him.
70% we're good.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay, so send a message to Deinicus, and I'll be like, we threw your cube. It worked. But creature took Zoltan to Shadow Plane, and now we are in the raw security with him. Need help. What should we do?
Was that? Did you use too many words there?
I think that was short enough.
That's good.
I cut out like a whole sentence I was gonna say.
Fucking save us! Hold on one moment.
What did he say?
Nothing yet. He's probably thinking.
It's probably like, who dis?
It is a
New phone, who dis? Alright, that's all I need to know.
Also, tell Silverwing hi.
Tell Silverwing hi.
There's gotta be room for that. If not, then I'll just say it out loud.
Nah, it's hi Silverwing.
He just responds. Silverwing said, hey.
nothing else.
Good luck. I'm glad the cube worked. You're on your own.
No.
No, Lucian. You're our next option.
What happened if we released that cube inside this pocket realm?
Man.
Well, to me, it seems that this creature was the one who basically was running or is running the black market using that Shadowfell energy.
Yeah.
That's what I'd also assume.
So
I don't think how he wants to respond to you.
That's what I would think.
The dragonborn looking creatures.
I tell you what he's not powerful enough to do. Not powerful enough to handle those two weapons that's in that mage vault.
Oh,
So that's the plan. We just get to those.
And been
the
convince him
swords
to
of
use
Ron.
them.
That's what we gotta do. I just want these fucking swords.
The swords are quite nice.
The swords are quite nice.
Indeed.
He's over there just drinking his sorrows away.
I am indeed.
He's like, I don't want to go back.
it's scary.
Yeah, that is scary.
Knowing your time's coming.
If you have to go back, I can just make you invisible. At least it'd buy you some time.
You could possibly get your circlet back.
Yeah, if you're invisible, maybe you have a chance.
My head tie. What am I gonna do?
Oh, is that it's a
Tassel?
head tie?
Yeah. What am I gonna do? Tassel with a tabaxi for it?
Okay.
Get my shit wrecked by some crazy ass wizard. Yeah, I learned my lesson dealing with a knife.
Okay.
I don't think so.
You told him you were in the rod of security.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I told him but Zoltan's on the shadow plane or whatever. Shadowfell. And
Technically, but he's in this place right now.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay, a message back. Let me in the security plane. Oh, let me and Wellron in the security plane. We can get all of you out.
Okay, I'll send another message. How do I do that? That's all I'll say.
Okay, then I guess he's on. Just have in mind that we are allowed in.
Okay.
Okay, so you're of my. Yeah, of mine. Okay, so if you just keep.
I just want to be flirting with one of the random lasses at the.
I'm gonna smack Eric on the back of the head.
Yeah, one of the lasses smacks your ass.
Oh God! Please. Get us out of here. Okay, so nothing happens for quite some time, for like an hour. Okay. Nothing happens. But if you keep that refreshed in mind, like they are allowed in, and as you guys are doing whatever the hell you're doing for that hour.
Cool.
Why not?
Okay. All right, for that hour, it takes. It takes an hour, and then you start to see these two beings start to kind of fade into your realm in like this silvery, like shimmering, almost like TV static.
Would you have told us that they're coming?
I would assume so.
I didn't. So no.
I'm fucking like as soon as I see them.
I was like, oh, sounds good. That's right.
Yeah, they're coming into this to your world in this like silvery static.
Guys, watch out!
And
no one asked me. So.
Just gripping the cube.
And as you guys are getting ready and like looking, you see the silver cord start to extend from just a wall and attach to these two beings. And as you give it some time, you start to realize that it's Wellron and Deinachus, and they start to appear. And
all part of the
you
plan,
see them
guys,
you see these silvery cords start to become them as beings, and yeah, they're there.
Thank the fucking gods.
Deinachus, so good to see you.
They're both kind of looking around, just like
welcome.
And Wellron seems to be very focused, but Deinachus is speaking. Is like, you have an interesting idea of paradise here, and he looks at Lass is like, are you comfortable with this?
Not at all, but I can't do anything about it.
Was you
Right.
Samael?
No, I need to be sober for this next part. Everybody, clear an area.
But how do we know you're the real
Understandable.
Deinachus?
Because of this, and he focuses for a moment, and he says some words. He like yeah, no, he doesn't have to do any of that. You see him pull something out of his pocket, and it takes it's very shiny and glimmers in whatever light there is here, but he has to crush it up in his hands, and then he scatters it about into that circle, and then you see a gate like pop open, very similar to the gate that you closed for the Ice Devils, but a lot less menacing, and it seems to be opening out to a field. And he's like, after you cast it,
I'm walking.
well, this should get you guys out. I don't know.
Thanks.
Like, yeah, well, you go last. If you go first, they're gonna,
good idea.
Wait, don't.
I'll wait.
He's like, stop. Don't go yet.
Jesus.
Oh wait, hey, question.
Where are we going?
Well, I might as well bring you all to the front lines.
Your cube worked, by the way.
I gathered that from the message.
Yeah, and we think the entity that took Zoltan for a moment was the man over the black market.
That's great. We'll deal with him later.
Dragonborn before, but
This is kind of a strain. Can you guys get through the gate, please?
Oh, sorry.
Oh.
Go.
I'm gonna go through.
All right, everybody, kind of.
I walked through. I was thanking my way out.
Okay. And they don't follow you through the gate. Fuck.
Wait, should you go first or me go first?
No, you go ahead.
Well, but it'll end. You'll be gone.
No, go ahead. It's fine.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna go.
as you're walking through, you see Deinecke like grasp and Welron's shoulder, and then they start to fade away as you walk through. And then once you leave, it seems like they're gone. And then the gate closes, and you guys exit out on what you might recognize as the eastern field of Shagersham. And you're looking at what seems to be a series of tents and stuff, war tents, so to speak, and a sizable military force seems to be collecting itself. And if you turn around to look behind you, you will see the chaotic mess that is the Forest Kidway in the distance, but more closely you'll see Welron and Deinecke have been performing some kind of ritual or so to be able to do that. And Welron looks quite tired, and Deinecke takes the foreground to talk to you guys.
Thank you.
As Welron recovers. Like, well, no, thank you. The cube worked. You have it on you.
Yeah.
May I see it?
The forest is looking quite
Who wants this?
crazy right now.
Deinecke.
Okay, I wouldn't listen. I was staring off.
You just look, if anybody is looking in the distance, you do see that the Forest Kidway is practically non-existent. You still kind of see the trees, but it's mostly covered in this huge roil of earth and like not storm. It just seems to be like almost a cyclone of ground and trees. And you see some of the tree. If you look deeper, like past the tree line, you see a lot of movement. Like the trees are moving around inside. It looks quite dangerous, and even from this distance, you can hear it. So, which is, you guys are quite a ways out, probably at least half a day's travel. But it's a bit forest, so you can see it on the horizon. So yeah.
Glad we didn't use that on some measly bandits this time.
They were goblins.
Seems like the
anyway.
forest is becoming less and less stable.
Yes, unfortunately it is, but we have to deal with this issue with Naluthian right now, threatening the city. But I'll fill you all guys in later. The cube, right?
I'm like, well, this worked on one dark room. I don't know if it's going to work on an entire forest.
No, of course not. This one won't. But this is a good start. And like he takes it and he looks at it. It's not hollow anymore. It has like that, like a very swirly gray black smoke inside of it. And he's like, yes, it seems to have worked quite well. Hopefully, if this can contain this, then the cube we're going to use on that will contain that. It just needs some more upgrades because it's gotten a little more intense. So he takes the cube, tucks it away.
So when is this war taking place?
We don't know. This is more, we've prepared a front line. So if she decides to do an assault, here, I'll walk you guys through it. So he leads the way, and Welron's just kind of sitting in the field. Seems like he's meditating. Whatever. And please follow me. And he starts to lead you guys back to the tent. Do you wish to follow?
Yeah.
Suppose so.
Okay. Well, the series of tents, rather. So unfortunately, with how dire things have become, my cover has been blown. There's no need for me to be in hiding anymore. So I've just kind of fully joined the effort in a more public sense. So that's unfortunate. It makes it harder to do work, but you win some, you lose some. He's walking you through the tent. You see various people that are very ragtag, some old, some young, very shoddy weapons and armor. Just kind of seems like what they could throw together. And as he's guiding you through, like we're doing our best with setting up here until we can get some actual reinforcements and actual military put together. With the head of the guard turning out to be a traitor of all things, it's kind of thrown things in disarray bureaucratically, but it's ridiculous that that's even an issue right now with what's going on. But we're supposed to be getting reinforcements from the other countries because they're starting to see how important this is, so they'll be here. We just kind of have to hold out till that happens, which nothing's happened yet. Nothing yet else, at least. And we also have some very gifted individuals from Shagashin themselves, and Welron is helping us. We also have had a Orphanus come in from Hostone, which I'm sure you have all met. He mentioned a lot of you, so he's here. We also have our very own dragon, Brightwing, and as he's guiding you guys, he points over to Brightwing, who seems to be kind of like he doesn't really point. He's more like he's flying over. Silverwing, sorry, not Brightwing. Brightwing is
Heroes of the Storm.
His World of Warcraft. Sorry,
Yeah.
Silverwing. Anyway, yeah, Silverwing's flying overhead. Seems to be enjoying his freedom. And I know you are also all familiar with Earth Crusher, and he's guiding you through. You see Earth Crusher leading a
Earth Crusher! We yell out to him.
well, we see Earth Crusher currently like instructing a bunch of people that are kind of they're kind of bigger, heftier people. So he's showing them just kind of how to throw their weight around to hurt things.
What is...
And if you yell for Earth Crusher, he like turns. And he's like, "Uruk, guys, hello!" He starts running over to you, and he's like, stomp. He like kind of manoeuvres over a little steps over like a little fence, and is like, "Guys, I'm so glad to see you."
Good to see you.
What does he look like? Does he armored up like pretty badass looking?
No, he's wearing his same old like very simple like brown clothes he was wearing. Always wears.
You made it out of your house.
Yeah, they used some nifty old magic just to get me right out of there. Just real simple.
Are you familiar with battle at all? Battle techniques? Or?
Oh, I've done my fair share of crushing things. It shouldn't be too much of a
As the name implies, I should have known.
And there's a lot of earth over there. And I can crush it.
Hell yeah.
I don't
see you,
believe that'd
friend.
be anybody better.
We've been on quite the journey since we last saw you.
Oh, I imagine things have gone absolutely crazy around here. I assume you guys have been very busy. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you, the Sons Dynacus. I apologize. Please continue whatever you were talking about. I'll go back to what I was doing. Dynacus didn't seem bothered at all. And he's like, okay.
So great to see you.
Bye, Earth Crusher. Isn't it good to see you? Be safe.
Dynacus seems more than happy to that Earth Crusher introduce himself. He's like, that Earth Crusher sure is a character. He's a really, really nice guy.
By the way, Dynacus, your little laboratory, you, when we got out of there, I don't think you failed to mention that time was a bit distorted in your little reality.
Yeah, that's why I've been so busy. The first message you guys sent me, it was all right. So the lab was supposed to slow down time on the inside. I kind of bunged it. It kind of messed up. It's just a good thing I wasn't in there for longer than I was. I guess it's kind of a blessing that you guys came along and got me out of there, because a lot of time could have passed while I was in there.
How long were you in there?
Well, it was supposed to slow down time, so I wasn't in there for that long. Like inside, it only felt like a week or so, but it was probably much longer than that in real time. I don't really know. I've kind of lost
We were in
a
there
lot
for
of time.
hours and we lost
About a week.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
2
Yeah,
weeks.
I still haven't fully put together how much time I've lost.
Probably a year.
Maybe. I kind of really messed it up. I was supposed to slow it down so I could have more time to work on the cubes. But yeah.
It had a good time. That's all that matters.
I guess so. Yeah, it's kind of rough.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah. Well, until Naluthian does anything, I have nothing but time to continue working on the cubes and making sure they work. This test was pivotal for that, and I very much appreciate it. Even though you put yourselves at risk, I'm sorry to hear things could have gone a lot worse than they did. But
Indeed.
Yeah,
I
thanks
lost
for
my
saving
pet
us.
tie.
you're welcome.
Lost
He
my
was
life.
smart for quick thinking.
So it
Nice.
was mentioned that Naluthian has an army of her own, or has been building an army of her own. An army of who or what?
Well,
Or what?
as druids do, they can if they can touch the right people, they can usually sway people to their cause. They can be very, very persuasive at times, and she was able to persuade a large amount of people in some of the smaller cities that are nearby to join her cause once they saw the roiling chaos that was the forest. It wasn't that hard for her to convince them that her argument she's been making for years was coming to fruition. They were fools to not believe her. She has unfortunately convinced a few people of note, namely almost the whole town of Hostone. So that's unfortunate. That's probably has to do with their association with Kidwee when they were first forming, which is not very surprising. Can't really blame them. But unfortunately, they're on the wrong side of things in this case. And it'd be great if we can pass this peacefully, but I am growing more and more worried that it will not.
That's interesting.
Luckily, Aorphanus was more than was a little more clever and knew that was not quite all as it seemed. He's a very smart one, him. I don't know if I fully trust him, but take whatever we can get to help.
He was very vital in helping us against the Ice Devil, so I'd say I give him my trust at least. Well, we do.
I think he's more of an opportunist out for himself. Don't tell him I said that.
Is he around? Is Aorphanus even around us right now?
Yeah, he's working under Welron, kind of like an intermediary. Not really a lieutenant because he doesn't know him that well, but you know, if you're using military terms, he's up there. He's got his own little group of people under his command from the Mages Guild that he's helping with. They're trying to figure out how to contain certain druidic magics if it comes to that, because they did attain some other important magic users that you guys might be familiar with. Aorphanus told me that Narder has joined her side, which is unfortunate. No, Narder and Harder both.
Did
actually.
Harder join though? Okay.
Yeah.
Join their side?
Yeah, unfortunately. Who knows who else? Probably the whole their Mages Guild. Probably the whole of the Hoststone's Guard.
So this has really come to fucking full-scale war.
Well, not yet. And there's been no attacks. I don't know if they're biding time. I don't know if they're hesitating on acting for some reason. Maybe Naluthian isn't so far gone that she doesn't wish to dole out all war, but I do think it has something to do with when we came out of the lab, because Murray informed me that things were moving much quicker until we came out. So maybe the arrival of everybody, somehow she knew about it or something and it slowed her down. I'm not 100% sure. I know Braggs followed you guys, so maybe it has something to do with Braggs coming back and informing her of something.
Either that or... yeah, I guess you're right. If he was there with us.
Sorry. Yeah, I'm not sure where we're going to go from here, what the five of you are going to be tasked with. I don't know if there's anything you guys know that needs to be done. This being that was kind of impeding your progress, do you know anything about it? Anything? Any details? Because this is a little worrying as well, because it's obviously close to the town of Shagershin.
I believe it was the being from the black market that was in charge of everything. They would appear out of a puppet as a dragonborn, but when it attacked us, it took the appearance of a tabaxi. And
a tabaxi?
Yes, and they
Strange.
used the power of the Shadowfell to jump in and out and attack us. It took control of me by mind control, and then made me use my headband to teleport us to the Shadowfell. And then that was
Fascinating. Maybe it's some kind of doppelganger that has an affinity with the Shadowfell. Are you all aware of what a doppelganger is?
Never met one.
Would I be aware of what it was?
Knowledge nature, I guess. I don't really think it's arcana.
I was like less than 10.
I've never met them before.
They can be very tricky and always hungry for power, so maybe that's who was running it the whole time, and he just grew an affinity for the shadow magic that was being spewed forth from that hotbed of the gate to the Shadowfell. It's very concerning, but unfortunately we have our resources tied up right now with this situation.
But fortunately, we shut that shit down, though.
Yes, but apparently the being itself is still at large.
It's true, but he can't dabble in the dark arts, so to speak, anymore.
Not so sure of that. Definitely probably isn't as strong, but
True.
who knows?
Would you know where to get another one of those head ties with circlets of teleportation?
Offhand,
The black market.
We kind of destroyed that.
the shops in town are kind of dried up at this point. A lot of people are starting to become paranoid and close up shop for a little while until the situation blows over. So I don't know what luck you'll have finding anything in town. And Welron might have more on hand somewhere.
Awesome.
He was a little grumpy about how much you guys got before, though, so I don't know about that. And he expressed his distaste for that.
I'm sure I could
Sure it was.
find a scroll and just teleport us that way.
Speaking of scrolls, do you still have all my gate scrolls?
Oh yeah, I'll pull all of them but one out.
No, by all means, hold on to those. You might need them later.
Oh,
I just wanted to
thanks.
make sure. How many did it take to get it to work?
Just one actually.
Oh wow, you're quite gifted, my friend.
Thanks, or lucky.
One or the other.
Yeah,
Better lucky than good.
maybe.
Yeah. So I guess if you guys want to mill about and maybe find some people to talk to around here, I'm not really sure. I don't know if you guys have any ideas for what you want to do, or if you want me to go talk to Murray, maybe I can figure something out. Maybe he not have any idea. Or do you just need a moment of yourself? I know y'all just went through a lot.
Yeah, we should go talk around with some of the other people that we know and see what they think about the situation.
That might be wise. Try to get some...
Are you just gonna be around? Will it be easy to find you?
Yeah, it should be relatively easy to find me. We all have our own tents set up around here, kind of setting up as a forward operating base of sorts.
Which one's yours?
Okay, sure. I don't know why I rolled that. I'm sure you'll be able to find mine by Silverwing hanging out nearby. He'll be around. You can't miss a big dragon, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I guess
we'll
we'll
find
meet
you
back up
when
with
we
you then.
Yeah.
All right, very well. He's gone, and he's leaving you all to your devices like the adults that you are.
All right. So how many people's around us right now?
Okay, so as he was giving you guys a tour about, you guys are kind of smack in the middle of it. It's not huge by any means. There's just a couple of tents. If you look around in your immediate area, there's a couple people milling about that are in half put on armor, just trying to find where they need to go. Maybe trying to find a barracks tent that they can stay at for a moment. In this area you're currently at, you don't see anything of note. There's not that many people about. That's just a general question you asked.
About whisper to them, when anybody really hears.
No, nobody's really paying attention to you guys.
Okay.
That you can see.
I guess.
Yeah.
I believe that we should try and maybe message Naluthian to see if we could get this shit appeased. Tell her that
With what?
the cube worked.
Yeah, she's not gonna believe it though. She'll be on what? And then we'll be the black market. She'll be man, that's small scale.
Could very well. Could be. She may also be upset that we helped him work on his cube.
I mean, she told us to keep going, so that's her own fault.
That's true. Should we inform her about?
I can at least try, I
The
guess, see what
progress?
she says.
Suppose.
Yeah, but I don't like talking to her. I'll probably message Bond or something.
That sounds better.
How long are we gonna keep playing both sides?
Until we choose a side. Or we could just keep playing both sides. I mean, I like money from both sides. It's kind of nice.
I like Aorphanus, but I still feel
Aorphanus.
like Ray may not be the best, and Nada has never turned us wrong.
Because when it comes down to it, Murray is still a fiend.
Yeah.
Supposedly.
Speaking of that, you should tell Deinicus about the encounter in the carriage with him where you actually determined that he was a fiend with your holy power. Maybe he'll believe that, because whenever I told him...
Oh yeah, we didn't ask him any more about that.
Yeah, because no one wanted to talk about it after I mentioned it. He goes, oh god, that didn't happen.
It's still probably a good idea.
Yeah,
A
we
bad
should
idea.
probably...
Not a good idea, a bad idea.
Yeah, we should probably tell him about that.
We don't know if he is in cahoots with Murray.
I mean, he seemed like a good person.
Pretty taken back when we told him that he was a fiend.
Yeah, he was like, well, you need more information, but if that's true, he doesn't really know what he's gonna do. But maybe him not knowing what he's gonna do will lead him back to Naluthian, and then maybe that'll be his.
Could be. What if we help Dynacus and help him also fight against Murray?
Yeah.
Keep Murray off of him. Make sure Dynacus doesn't fall into the wrong hands.
You at least try something.
Oh, like I guess I'll go find Dynacus.
Oh, you guys are gonna go ahead and head
I'll
back
go try and find him
Would you
again.
like to talk to him alone, or would you like us to come with you?
If
Oh
I
wait,
try.
should I mention the side matches in Naluthian first about the cube?
Or you mean Bonnet?
We should try to create some like, I don't know, nice ground between everybody at the same time.
I'll go talk to
sense.
Dynacus and you message Naluthian in the meantime.
Okay.
It would be good to kind of try and solidify their relationship, maybe,
Well, maybe we
and to work together on this.
Yeah, that's true.
Stop the war.
Maybe we should talk to Dynacus, and then if he wants to, I can send a message to Naluthian from him to her.
I'll go talk to
depending on-
Dynacus. I'll be back. Or you guys come with me or not?
Yeah, I think we should do that, and then that way, if he wants to send
Wait,
a message,
don't mention Naluthian Dynacus. Last time we mentioned Braggs, he flipped his shit and
well, yeah, I'm not going to, but after he clarifies that it's a fiend, he doesn't know where to go. I could be like, hey, I can message Naluthian for you.
oh, because we told him and he's still doing all this catty
But he said he needed more proof.
How you think he's gonna believe me?
You're a holy one. You could tell him what happened. That's more proof than we had before.
Plus, you're a holy one. Why would you lie?
Well, I've
If you-
deceived when I've had to before.
Yeah.
His heart is not pure.
Yeah, but if it was for
It
the
was all for the Almighty or the Balanced One.
exactly, and if it wasn't for the balanced one, then you wouldn't have done it.
I guess
That's
so.
why you still have your powers.
And the
big
Balanced
guy.
One. I'm not having a crisis at the moment. If you're thinking about it, the Balanced One represents the good and the bad of, the Almighty One. So
If things go
Character
south,
development.
if things go south, we should maybe have an exit plan.
well,
Yeah, fuck this country.
let's just go talk to Dynacus first.
Okay.
Like to find his tent or whatever.
If you go traveling about as a group, you unfortunately, because it's not towards the end of the day like Dynacus expected you guys to do, there is no Silverwing to guide you. He's just kind of flying over the camp. It'd be menacingly if everybody didn't know he was on his side. It's kind of scary to see a dragon fly over.
Yeah.
But on the other end,
There's a
it's
silver
pretty encouraging to see a
silver
dragon fly over when it's on your side.
While we're walking that way, I'm gonna mention to all them we were talking about choosing sides and stuff, but just remember this side does have a dragon.
I think our
Brad
side.
said he could take care of it.
Our side has a dragon slayer. Either way we go.
Yeah,
think
Bragg's the dragon slayer.
That's true. I think our side should be us.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Us is
I'm just speaking
Yeah.
of this
the Cragdaddies.
Yeah,
pre-war stuff going on.
that's true. If anything gets,
Because we have gotten ourselves involved quite deep in this mess.
that's true.
Indeed. Very deep.
but,
very, very deep.
If you
Arguably deep enough.
if
to
you
not come
guys
back
walk
out.
around the campsite, so to speak, and if you just ask various people where to go, you don't come across Dynacus' tent, but you do come across what seems to be the huge headquarters tent where everybody seems to be in currently, because it's the middle of the day where everybody's busy. You have Murray in there, you have Dynacus in there, you have what's his name, and Ron's there now. Apparently he went there while you guys were taking the tour with.
Are we inside now, I guess?
I don't know, you guys are outside, you found it,
Oh.
and it's drawn open, you can see inside.
Oh, the word not huge.
They all seem to be discussing. They have a nice big like a simple table, but it has a big map of presumably the area, and they seem to be mapping out what could be happening.
We should back up.
No, yeah. You
Discuss
guys,
this.
No, yeah, you guys stay out here. I'll tell Dynacus that, we had some more info we wanted to share with him, and if he could come join us outside so as to not bother Murray.
Okay, well, if he brings someone else with him, I don't know, anybody, we should have something else we want to discuss.
The cube is on the table, in between Dynacus and Murray. It seemed like he had presented it to him. I guess they were just setting it
We
aside for
definitely
now.
not interrupt them while the cube is in between them. What if Murray gets a hold of it?
What do you mean?
He needs more of them. I don't think that one's the big one. He said he had to go make a new one or whatever.
Even just
Well, he's been working
be
on that,
powerful.
Oh, okay.
If we're outside the tent, how far in are they? Does that make sense?
Sorry.
Are they within 60 feet of me? if I'm just standing outside the tent? Or better yet, is Murray?
Yeah, they're like it's not. This place isn't huge. There's not a lot of space in between each tent.
Is Murray still wearing an amulet?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I figured so.
Tin Lutau's also in there. I forgot to mention because Wilron's assistant.
Yeah.
He's with him in most situations. Yeah.
Maybe you should start the conversation by asking him about the amulet to make sure he's not. Maybe he doesn't know. You know what I'm saying? Just to make sure.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Just ask him if he knows anything about the amulet Ray wears.
Dynacus is the one that gave it to him.
Yeah,
remember?
speaking to Dynacus, Dynacus
okay.
is the one who gave it to him.
That's what
Doesn't that hide him from being a fiend?
It hides his
So
presence.
So okay.
yeah.
Maybe he gave it to him just knowing.
Well, he explained it as it just to go break character. He explained it as that's how he goes about unnoticed. Kind of. It doesn't just hide his presence. It just kind of makes it hard for people to notice him.
Okay.
It does also hide his presence.
It hides his.
It hides him as a person a little bit.
Okay.
Anyway,
let's go for
About what time of day is it?
It was. I remember it was about midday when you guys went there to the market and all that. So I would say it's about 4 or 5 p.m.
Okay.
It's late evening. Well, yeah, late evening, mid evening.
Okay. You guys stay right here. I'm gonna get him out here. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, hold on. Just to clarify, sun rises in the east and sets in the west, right?
Yeah, the land of the rising sun
Damn.
is out east.
And you can see the sun casting the orange glow over. It'd be quite a beautiful sight, actually, if it wasn't for how dire the situation was, intermixing with the chaotic magics in the forest of Kidway.
Okay. Oh, well. If the tent is open, I'm just gonna we're right back, guys. I'm gonna shuffle in. I mean, I'm gonna somewhat make my presence known as to not startle anyone. Just hello, friends. Just walk in.
All right. Well, I mean, they were just kind of leaning over the table, and Murray. Everybody looks up, I guess, but Murray smiles, hello, Ulrich, and he goes to shake your hand. And I'm glad that you made it back so well. Dynacus informed me of the full situation. It seems like it got quite dicey with some fiendish creature that tried to stop you.
Well, we wouldn't have been able to find him without that map you gave us, so that was very much appreciated.
Yes, Dynacus made me aware of how the lab wasn't made exactly to his specifications.
Mm-hmm.
Murray seems to be in a jovial mood, all things considered. Seems to be quite happy.
If you don't mind my asking, what are y'all discussing here?
Well, we're just kind of discussing the planned expansion of the Roil, as we've taken to call it. How much, because it is getting bigger. We just don't know how much more it's going to grow. It will stop eventually, but we just don't know where. We're just kind of planning ahead, making sure we're a good distance out.
Understood.
Because there's no real attack actions to plan. We can't send people in there because they're just going to be ate up by it.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. We kind of just have to wait for them to come, or for the cube to, as you know, he talks a little bit quieter, so not everybody hears the cube to capture it. If it's put together and made, then we can just send somebody that's willing, whoever that might be, behind enemy lines to try to set it up. And
can all of them hear me right now? Or am I just talking to kind of Murray, aside?
Well, I mean, he just kind of leaned in to tell you that. He's going to be a little quiet. But yeah, just having a normal conversation.
Yeah, I actually came here and I motioned to Dynacus. Well, Dynacus, I was wondering if I could borrow you for just a few minutes. I hate to interrupt. I know we've taken enough of your time already. But Zolthan and Cragdaddies had something they wanted to ask you. And something strange. I don't remember the details, but they were outside a bit. I just came in here to find you while they were discussing it amongst themselves.
Dynacus is well, I mean, go ahead, bring them all in. It'll be fine. We're among good company.
I don't remember where they're at. I just wandered in here.
I look outside the tent. I could see them outside the tent. He just kind of motions to all of you.
Well, I believe
just whistling.
I think it was something private that Cragdaddies wanted to talk about. If that makes
private.
Sense. Yeah.
And he looks at Murray. He looks at Murray, and Murray was just kind of
an embarrassing thing. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Murray didn't seem to have.
I think he's having problems with his magic, and he could use your advice.
I'm gonna message you and be
I'm gonna kill you for this.
You can't hear me where you're at.
You can't hear from that far away.
Okay, that's fair.
Dynacus is I get it. Should, as long as it's not too long. We
it'll be a few minutes. I'm sorry to take your time.
Yeah, sure. I guess I'll return shortly.
Just walk out there with Dynacus.
Yeah. So something that mattered, something you couldn't share with me before I left.
What? I like one of Eric.
Dynacus.
I thought.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to use some deception there. I apologize, friend. It's usually against my nature, but we wanted to get you alone just to speak with you for just a few moments. So.
Okay.
Remember whenever we left your laboratory, or before we left, our short friend here dropped kind of a bomb on you about Murray's true nature.
Are you sure?
It's 211.
I'm talking to Cragdaddies.
Oh, I thought you just gestured to him. Like,
No,
what?
I'm pretty sure he's taller than
Anyway,
me.
go ahead. Sorry. Apologize.
Our short friend here kind of dropped a bomb on you, and according to or in regards to Murray's true nature, so to speak.
Stop. He looks around, make sure nobody's really listening, and he's like, looks at you, he's like, meet me at my tent later after sundown. We'll discuss all of this.
Understood. I'm glad to hear.
Okay.
Okay.
Don't ever mention this again in public.
Understood. Can you tell us where your tent is at, though?
Just look for Silverwing. It's fine. You'll find it.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, by all means. Good luck getting right with that magic, Cragdaddies. I know it's tricky sometimes. Don't let it get you down. He says that he's walking back towards the tent.
I'm sure like weirdly look at him. What? What'd you say to him?
I had to get him out of here. Sorry.
What, you telling me he couldn't get his magic up?
Something like that.
It looks like Laz got a kick out of
He's
that.
gonna slap her knee.
I should have left you in the plane.
Don't take
I
it.
was the one who told me you couldn't get your magic up.
Don't take it personally. I had to get him out here somehow.
Oh, okay.
Oh, well.
Is that what your what do you use to cast stuff with?
Staff.
You overcompensating with that staff over there?
The staff is shorter than me.
Oh, never mind.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
I figured your staff would be.
Oh wait, no,
taller
yeah, it
than
actually is. Yeah, I forget. It's like a walking stick
I mean,
because I'm short.
I would hope that your magic isn't as big as your
It's an
body
inch taller.
length. You know what I'm saying?
Well, you guys,
you know what I'm saying?
you guys have a couple hours to kill before nightfall.
we
What
could
do
go
you
tell
wish to
Earth
do?
Pressure about Murray.
Yeah, I'm sure he'd believe that.
Cragma, did me and you ever try arm wrestling?
We did not.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Wait, did we?
I thought we did, and you like totally.
I
kicked
thought
my
you
ass.
totally wrecked him.
Yeah, probably. That sounds
Get
about right.
advantage
wanna try
on
again?
Strength checks, and now
You
you're
want to try again
fucking stupid
with his belt on?
What exactly does that belt do for
Gonna
you?
break your arm.
It's not gonna go well.
Out of character, doesn't it give you like plus 10 strength or something?
My strength's like 25 right now.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's go.
You may want to use two hands.
Pull up a barrel.
It's like Monster Hunter, this shit. You ready?
Sure.
Oh wait, are you gonna rage? Or do you just
I got advantage on strength checks.
Okay.
I'm just gonna let you guys roll once. That's gonna dictate this.
Okay.
Oh, well, that's pretty bad, but I don't think it's gonna matter.
Is that cocked or
I would say it's flat.
okay?
17.
18.
Holy shit! Through all the past experience would make you all think that this would be a shoo-in, that Cragmaw would just immediately beat Uruk, but Uruk somehow seemed to channel the divine essence of his balanced one through his
Veins.
body
It's like veins start popping
and
off my
turn it
fucking
into
forehead.
physical strength as he overcomes Cragmaw the Mighty.
Kind of like,
Good job.
you seem spacey.
I'm a little spaced out. Wondering how high Silverwing's flying right now.
I mean, okay, so if you're wondering that, like he's low enough where you can kind of feel the wind, like as he's flying, as he's hovering over. But
Feet wise, how much are we talking?
that's probably easily at least 100 feet. Like you can't get that high.
100 feet? I can get 100 feet.
You said I can't get 100
But can
feet,
you
bro.
land safely from that?
Yeah.
I can help you out.
You can give me 200 feet.
Hold on one moment. Let me try something. Let me try something. Okay, never mind. I mean, hold on. I should be able to actually look here for something like this.
Wait, is flying like 40 feet and then you come down, or is it 40 feet and then you have to wait and you can go another 40 feet? Is
Like
that
the spell flight?
yeah? Like how does flying work?
It should go into. I hope it goes into detail on how it works.
It says the target gains a flying speed of 60 feet. Just flying speed.
Yeah, so that means that
That's right.
they
Wherever you
can
want to.
Distance
they can
you
fly
travel.
60 feet.
Yeah.
How long
So
does
you
it
can do
last?
like a 5 up, 5
10
forward.
minutes.
10 minutes. So yeah, for 10 minutes they
You
can
just fly anywhere?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Oh, okay. I don't have equipped, but
Even if you could fly, I don't know if you could keep up with them.
I was just gonna wait for him to get like close enough. It's really just a one-time thing, is what I'm trying to do.
I mean, he's not like flying that. Yeah, no, he's high enough. Like he's not in the clouds, but he's casting a shadow, and you can kind of feel a breeze as he goes over. All right. Yeah. Anyway, you got okay. So there's that. Is there anything else you wish to do amongst this, or y'all just want to skip to the nighttime? There are people in this place.
who all do I see
There
around?
was Eophilus.
Who all do you see
in
around?
his tent.
Yeah. I see anyone like out of place here?
Out of place. Roll a
Yes.
perception check.
Can I put my row in the air to do it with him?
Sure. Cool. That means advantage. Go ahead.
Are you still wanting the message? No.
18.
18.
Can if you guys want.
We should talk to Deinecus first.
Okay, so
Okay.
here's what's gonna happen. So with Monroe, so where you guys are at right now, you have your big HQ tent. You can tell that it's the HQ tent. It's much bigger than the rest of them. It's not for sleeping in. It's just where people they gather to plan their stuff out.
Makes sense.
And around this tent, you can see ones that seem to be a little more unique from the normal ones. So you would presume that those might be more people of importance. Maybe a Orphanus and what's his name?
Harder?
Narder. No, not Narder. He's not.
Oh, yeah.
A Orphanus, and Welron, Deinecus, Earthcrusher, people like that. And then after that, you see what seems to just be normal, like bigger tents than the private ones that seem to be for them because they seem to be meant for barracks for people to stay in. And then you do see some medium-sized tents that are kind of like an in-between. Presumably that's where they have like maybe their blacksmith set up or they're trying to set them up because they're still organizing how this is being set up. So maybe like they have their blacksmith will set up there, or maybe that's going to be where the warden will be for the weapons and stuff like that. It's hard to tell from the top-down view, but yeah, it's a general typical layout for a battle camp setup.
Okay.
And more towards the outside, you can see where there's like kind of entrances between the tents, and they have guards posted and stuff like that. Not really roads because there's no paved roads, but you can tell where they've kind of tried to make makeshift roads in between the tents. It's kind of confusing, but they had to do this at a moment's notice, so.
Can you relay all that to us?
Yeah.
So what's inside the various tents, you said? All the small tents?
Small tents?
Well, the smallest tents are probably the private ones for the people around the big HQ tent, but the ones that are a little bit bigger are probably more barrack style for just soldiers and stuff.
Okay.
And the ones that are in between that
And
size
then
and
the
the small
medium
tents are
ones, like
probably
shops, right?
yeah, more like not really shops, more like wardens that
Blacksmiths.
can keep the weapons, but they don't. Who knows if they're actually completely set up yet? Because you can only see from a top-down view. You do see people pushing carts of items and stuff up and down these roads. They're big enough to fit like one horse wagon, so you see some of those getting drawn across as people bring in items and stuff and more tents to set up.
I don't see anyone like out of place or anything, like doing something they shouldn't.
Anybody doing anything they shouldn't be?
Yeah.
We have rolled an 18. From this angle up here, no, everything seems to be relatively normal, but there's not much of security in terms of letting people in and out because this is pretty makeshift. So it'd be kind of hard to spot anybody doing anything out of the ordinary where nothing
Right.
seems to be quite in the ordinary yet.
That's fair. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, where to? Or you guys just want to wait
Please wait
till
around.
nightfall?
Is there a big open area around here?
Big open area within the tents or outside the tents? Because within the tents, yeah, if you're looking for a big open area, you can see where there are some fields that are left open maybe for training and stuff like that, either intentionally or unintentionally. People are using it for that, maybe lounging. There are some tables or barrels and chairs set up where people can actually rest very haphazardly. If you go outside the tent area, then yeah, it's a bunch of fields This is pretty far ahead of the city. You can still see the city. It'd probably be a couple hours walk back, give or take. So
I
there's
just
a
want
lot
to
of
go
field.
right outside the tent area and put up my entrance fortress. Instant fortress.
Oh, if you want to walk outside the tent area, it's gonna be. It'll take you a couple minutes to walk all the way through everything to get out. If you guys want to do that, if you
I
want to follow him, or
Let's just move some douchebags to and put our fortress there.
It's like your tent is in my area.
Yeah.
says who?
This is a designated area.
I mean, if you want to just do that, then yeah. If you guys want to go with him, you can. Or if you wish to do something else,
You can just
go
go
out
out
to
the
the
road.
road.
I'll walk behind.
Because I'll let
well.
y'all talk to Deinecus. I'll just go hang out at the fortress. Y'all see it. You'll see it.
yes.
I'm sure we will.
Yeah.
I'll go,
even within the tents, you see a huge fortress like pop out on the outskirts of it. It's
I'll
like,
go
well,
hang out with Cragmaw.
I'll just wait around for Deinecus, I guess.
Lass and Cragmaw, what a pairing! That doesn't happen often.
Indeed.
So, you two,
Wanna
what are you
wrestle?
guys doing?
Yeah, what were you
I'm
gonna do?
gonna
I
go
missed
very
it.
wrong.
Ron?
Yeah.
I guess I'll go with
Feeling
you.
mighty weak today.
You want to go try to talk to him, Elrond?
Okay, guys.
I'm just gonna chill.
I have like no
Go show
strength
us.
modifier, so I feel like he'd win.
Last, Cragmaw.
Where am I? Where are we at right now?
Hey, if y'all are going to go, though, really
You
quick.
guys are still outside the HQ.
So, do you guys just want me and Zoltan to go talk to Deinecus later, or what?
I don't have anything to say to him.
It's probably best if I'm there too, I guess.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
I don't have no need to talk to him.
Okay.
I mean, do you feel like you need a me there?
Neither.
No, I'm just. I
Do you
didn't know
feel
if
unsafe?
didn't know if you guys were going to go or not, that's all.
I don't think you need a bodyguard anymore.
Well, if you're not
You're
coming with
definitely a
us,
good investigator, Cragmaw.
if you're not coming with us, then we'll come get you before
I
we go
think you're
talk
all
to him, I
very-
guess.
I'll just beat you guys over there. You're on the Silver tent, right?
Indeed.
I suppose so, yeah.
You're keeping Cattygas with you?
I'm going
You can
myself.
just-
No.
You're going by yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say you can just message me if y'all get in trouble.
No, yeah, I'll do
I
that.
can ride on Cragmaw's
you-
back.
We ride. Oh!
Well, if he's coming to meet us, he's gonna need a bodyguard.
Who?
You.
I'll be fine. I can take care of myself these days.
He can cast mirror image, and they won't know which one's which.
Just message us if you need us. You'll see our fort too. So, my
Okay.
fort.
My fault.
You'll see it for it.
Well, I'll see you guys later. And I'm going to cast greater invisibility on myself and disappear.
Oh God. Okay. All right.
Lassie's probably
so
just
no.
following
So
us.
you're not going to talk to him, Elrond. Or you still going to do that?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go.
So it's just going to be you?
I was going to go with him.
Two of you? Okay. Well, you guys are standing right outside the HQ, and like I said, he was in there, but he's not hanging out over the tent. It seems him and Ten maybe discussing their own thing, something like that. Maybe he's giving him some words of wisdom. Who knows?
I'm gonna just like
You going in? You going in the tent?
it looks like they're busy right now. Do you think we should interrupt them or
Well, I was going to say, if you're going to go in, I can stay out here and just listen, see if
Did I
something
ever-
goes wrong.
Did I ever tell you guys what race in Wilron was? I don't remember doing that.
I think he's an elf. He was a red-headed elf, right?
Yeah,
oh elf, okay.
I don't remember
Like a
saying
high
red
elf.
hair, but yeah, he's a high elf.
Cool.
I thought he was red-headed. Maybe not.
No,
he was dressed in all red,
The
for
orphaness
sure.
was redheaded.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Orphanus
that's
is
what I was
red.
thinking of.
Oh, wait.
Isn't he human?
Hey, Orphanus?
Or was he a half?
He might be.
I don't remember it at all. My mind just puts names
I thought he
of
was an
random
elf.
races. I know
Well,
Tin Lutau.
Welron, or no. Sorry, Aorphan is the elf.
Yeah, I thought Aorphans was an elf.
Tin Lutau is a dragonborn. I remember that.
Yeah, Tim Lutab, Dragon
I don't remember.
Hey, Orphanus is half elf.
Aorphanus is a half elf.
Oh, half elf? I thought he was an elf.
and bright red hair.
That's what I thought. I didn't remember it.
Yeah, I don't. And Welron, I believe, was
Yeah, I don't know.
like.
That.
I always thought he was a human.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify that because I wasn't sure.
I did too.
Right.
Ron, you're on the list. No, he's an elf. He's not on the list
Yeah,
yet.
I thought you cleared him.
Could have just told me that in the beginning.
He's a warlock,
still on
right?
Yeah, well, Ron's a
sorry?
warlock.
Warlock.
Yeah. He pretty much told you guys that. They were like, he was like, well, Ron, what are you? He's like, a warlock. Why does it matter?
Yeah, I asked
Is
him.
now the time to be asking?
What what patron he's pledged himself to?
Okay,
He asked me to leave. Okay.
can I,
All right,
We're walking.
Like,
what do you guys need?
Dargon,
I'm invisible, right?
we'll deal with you in a moment. I know you're doing stupid shit.
Okay.
The two of you going in the tent?
yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and go in there. He's gonna stay
I'm just gonna wait
outside.
outside.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's staying outside.
Ah, I
guess.
take it back. I'll go with
You
you.
gonna go with me?
Yeah,
Okay.
but
so-
it'd be safer that
All
way.
right,
Okay, so excuse me, Ron. 10? I don't
boy.
mean to excuse you two. Or,
No,
interrupt you two.
they both turn around and Welron looks and is like, I'm glad to see you. You guys had quite the sticky situation there.
Indeed.
Again.
Actually, I was about to ask you a favor. If I could buy another one of those headband of teleportation from you, or if I could find perhaps some item and you could enchant it for me.
Well, enchanting's not really my business, and I'm in no position right now to sell anything. I'm not a vendor. I mean, if you want to travel back to the city and go talk with Gafortis,
The one that did your
she might be willing to.
mace.
She might be willing to make a deal with you, but I'm still quite upset at her for giving you all quite the bargain she did before. But you earned it for helping the town of Hostone, who has now betrayed us after all the work we did. Quite
Hostone?
upsetting.
Betrayed? Oh, so we heard that Harder joined. So most of Hostone joined as well?
Yeah, it's, she pretty much convinced the whole city to turn.
You shouldn't blame the city because of Niluthian's actions, though. Don't you think?
I blame the city for being full of idiots.
Wait, this is in Wellrun we're talking to, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, Tin's not really saying anything. He's just listening. After all the country of Gula had done for them, I truly believe we would just leave them to the... You know what? It's fine. I'm not upset about it.
It's fine. Ignorance is bliss, remember.
Yeah, they will be blissful when they get swallowed up by that Roil.
Well, you should strive to save... We should... there doesn't have to be a war. I hope that this confrontation can end without there being any bloodshed.
Maybe they'll turn their minds around and become enlightened once they see what they're really getting into.
Because there's also no telling what Niluthian said or has done to make them believe in her cause, you know.
That's very true. Who knows what she had done to persuade so many people? She could have simply just persuaded the right person. Having a silver tongue goes a long way.
Indeed.
Is there anything that you needed besides the headband? I'm sorry I can't assist you with that. But
No, that's okay.
I was wondering.
You're also looking stressed. Go ahead.
Well, it's a very stressful situation.
I was wondering.
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can really do right now. Deinicus is more than capable and is seemingly the one to talk to for helping in this situation. I'm just more here in case things get more physical.
Okay.
I don't really know. This is well outside my wheelhouse. I don't really know what to do about that situation.
Understandable. Ours as well. Well, we won't interrupt you.
Well, before we leave, I was curious about something in Wellrun. You know, you are a very powerful magic user. You were able to, you and Deinicus both enter a what'd you call a whatever plane of existence to take us all out and teleport us back. And I was curious, how did you come across such magical prowess?
Well, as you know, I'm a warlock. And are you aware of how warlocks work?
If I'm not mistaken, you pledge yourself to some patron that provides you with...
They're much like yourself, holy man. We pledge ourselves to a being, but the only difference is ours is much more tangible. Much more real, so to speak.
Oh, the balanced one is real. I assure you that.
I'm sure he is, but I also assure you he has very little care for what happens here. Either way, I do not wish to get into a discussion of beliefs and faiths with a paladin. But I will assure you, as you can tell, we both draw our power from different sources, and they both are viable in certain ways.
Where do you draw, or who or what do you draw your power from?
It's a being that far exceeds our timeline or this world's timeline. If you're truly curious, you can do some studying. If you're a paladin, I know you can. I know you like studying on the great old ones and see if you can suss it out yourself.
Oh, interesting. Well, thank you for sharing.
Yes, I'm happy to share if anybody's interested, but I'm not quite sure why you are.
I was just curious.
See, you can understand why a paladin being interested in who I draw my power from can be distressing.
I suppose. But I mean...
As long as we're on the same page here.
Yes, I'm not your enemy, I promise.
I hope for your sake you're not.
Take my glasses off. What the fuck? No, I'm just kidding. Oh, trust me, the balanced one will protect me wherever I go.
And my great old one will protect me.
I'm glad we're on the... Well, indeed, I'm glad we're on the same page. Are we done here, Zoltan?
Indeed.
Might as well say, well, may the balanced one guide your way. I'm going to walk out.
And may you avoid the gaze of the great old one.
Ooh, the tension in the air.
Anyway, I guess
the
he...
electricity split between you guys.
Yeah, as you guys leave, he just turns back to 10 and they continue whatever they were conversing about.
Alright, so what's the shit you want to do?
So
Yeah, what are you doing over there?
So you said the main people's tents are around this headquarters tent or whatever?
Yeah. You can't really tell whose is whose.
Right. All right. So as soon as I go invisible, I'm gonna try to figure out which tent is either Murray or Ron's tent, and I'm gonna go into it if no one's in there.
Okay. Interesting. So you're invisible, and you're going to walk around the HQ, the headquarter tent, and you're going to just try to suss out which is theirs.
Yeah. Right.
As it won't take you too long. It's not huge, so as you're walking around, you can just peek in each side of each visual tent. Roll an investigation check for me.
20.
So who's you're looking for exactly?
I'm looking for Murray's. This is my number one priority.
Murray's
But if I run into Elrond's, I'm going to get distracted and I'm going to go in.
And Will runs. Okay. 20. If you start, which side do you want to start on?
I'll start on the left.
The left of the HQ tent and go around.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you start on the left and you work your way up, you look in various tents. I don't know what you'd be looking for exactly, but it's obvious when you get to the one at the northern end of the headquarters tent that's facing away from it as the entrance is. It does seem like it's a little more high class than the rest, so this might be indicative of of Murray's perhaps, or maybe it could be
high class is good enough.
Somebody close to Murray at least. It definitely has a little more comfortableness.
Okay. Do I see anything of value in this tent?
Anything of value in this tent?
Yeah.
I'll go with your 20 that you roll for investigation.
Okay.
If you look around, it seems rather plain, but you do notice the cloak that Murray wears. He's not wearing it currently because apparently it's in this tent, so this is indeed Murray's tent.
Okay.
You don't notice the amulet because you assume he's wearing it. Anything of value?
So
it's very, even though it's more comfortable, it's still very barren. It's a military tent, so there is a cot. It seems to be a little more plush than the other ones, more comfortable.
Well, the cloak. Can I walk up? Does it feel magical? Do I notice magic?
Does it feel magical?
That bad boy right there. Magic.
No, it does not feel magical.
Can I see if it's magical?
Do you want to try to detect magic?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Identify, but yeah, I'll cast Identify. Is it magical, this cloak? I can identify exactly what it is.
You can identify exactly what it is?
Yeah.
It's a cloak.
It's a nice woolen cloak.
No.
I learn
it feels like
I learn any spells that are affecting them and what they are. If it's created by a spell, I'll learn which spell created it.
Really?
Yeah.
If it's created by a spell.
Yes.
Which I can tell you it is not.
Or I learn the properties and how to use them as well.
Wow, Identify is pretty strong.
Yeah. Attunement, how many charges it's got left.
You basically learn what a magic item is.
Yeah.
It's like what what's her name did for y'all on Sunday?
Robin?
Robin, yeah.
When did you get that? Well, I mean, I'm not there with you.
I've had it for a while, I think.
It's just like identified from like Diablo.
It's only the first level.
Interesting.
Diablo. You re-downloaded Diablo, didn't you?
I played last night too.
My
Dude,
man.
You know what I'm really thinking about doing? I told Justin about this today. I'm thinking about doing a hardcore character for the season.
Dude, fuck yes. I'll do that with you. I love Diablo.
So you just restart and open on the character?
Yeah, every season you have to like restart from level 1.
Dude, I'll do that.
Hell yeah.
Do you have Diablo?
We're gonna do it on hardcore.
Pretty sure I have it as a disc.
Fucking dab.
The dabbest of dabs.
I lost all my character data, so I haven't had a
Oh yeah,
reason
because
to
you were
play
a
it.
cheater.
So hardcore would be fine.
We could just take a break
No,
right now.
that's,
If
that's
you need
not
to.
why.
Okay.
Pretty sure his old roommate like
We'll take a
the
break.
breaker a couple times on
wait.
his PlayStation.
No. Are
Yeah,
we?
my
Are we?
PlayStation was
We
in
can.
max mode and it just kept
If you wanna
turning
do
on and
that.
off.
No, I'll describe this real quick. As we're as you are doing your identify spell on the robe or
Yeah.
cloak rather, sorry, cloak. You start to see the cloak shift before you. It goes from its like very dull black color to a more bright red. And as it turns to this bright red color, your mind is flooded with the idea of what the cape is. So even if you've never encountered this item before, you're able to identify what it is.
Yeah. And I wanted to put a note as well, like I left Monroe in the sky, so I would have him like hovering over the tent to make sure no one's like coming through.
It's
Fair.
Spawn's cape.
Yeah, it will. It doesn't turn into like a blood red. It turns more like bright red, with like gold trim on it. And after you do that, I guess you are aware of what this thing does. You know it as the cape of the Mountebank. The cape of the Mountebank is a special cape that allows you to cast Dimension Door once per day.
Okay. Is that all it does?
Yeah, as far as you like, it lets you cast Dimension Door, and you can't be used again until the next dawn.
Really thought you were about to say the cape of Spawn. Like, you motherfucker, you laughed at me. It is.
And do you need to know what Dimension Door spells does, or do you?
I'll look it up real quick.
It does exactly what it sounds like it does.
It's a door, but to another dimension.
Yeah.
I don't see anyone around.
No.
I'm gonna put it in my bag.
Go right ahead.
Okay. And then I'm bouncing.
All right. Now we'll take a break.
Okay. We'll be back.
Bye.
Thanks.
That's what I thought. You don't want none.
Oh god, sorry.
And we're back.
We're back.
Damn.
Okay, so
I didn't mean to.
you got the you snagged the cape.
Yeah.
And are you gonna do anything else?
I don't see anything else in the room.
Got
I'm
a
out.
cot.
I don't have enough time. I'm out.
Okay, you
I'm
get out.
working.
Now,
In an operation.
when you going back to you for a moment, when you activated the Darren's Ancient Fortress, if it fully grew to size, it seemed to be functional, but roll a perception check, my friend.
14.
14. Okay, yeah. You can tell that it's not as uniform as it was when you first used it. It does seem to be like kind of warped in a way. And if you touch it,
Yeah, I'm gonna touch it.
if you touch it, it seems like it's sticky, and there's like this black residue that sticks to your hand. It seems like it's like made of. It's not as sticky as tar, but like you can like it seems like it has a shine in the light, like it's like sheening off of it. It's doesn't seem to be in the best conditions.
I'm surprised Cragdaddies didn't taste it.
No, not yet. Is that just the outside wall? What about the door?
The door seems alright.
Alright, I want to open the door and look inside.
You look inside. It looks mostly normal on the inside. The metal parts seem to resemble the outside. I know there's supposed to be wooden parts on the inside, I think, like the stairs and stuff. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Probably.
But any part that's not the metal part seems okay. But the metal seems to have a little slickness to it, kind of like oil maybe. And it doesn't look great. A little disconcerting.
How long has it been since we shut down that place?
Less than a day.
The fortress isn't looking too good, Cragmaw.
I think I need to go find somebody who knows more about this. Maybe Ron or Dinikus.
I guess I'll accompany you. Can I try striking it with my sword?
That's probably not a good idea.
Okay, I'll trust your judgment.
Alright. Do you guys wish to do that? Like, maybe make it smaller again?
Should have
Or you
came
leave
with
it.
us.
Should we leave it here?
I mean, I won't listen if you want to say your word.
It's not about that. It's just, I don't know, like... Yeah, I'll just shrink it back down.
Okay.
And bring it with me.
If you shrink it back down to its normal size, it seems normal. Seems okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pick it back up and walk back.
I'm gonna cast a non-detection on my bag of holding.
Sure. I assume that's where you put the cape.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just making
Okay.
possible.
It didn't take long for you guys to walk back to the big old tent. Is he still in there? Yes. Dinikus is still in there. Murray's not, though. And both Inwellrun and Tin are also not in there. But Dinikus seems to be at one of the various tables they have around the sides, tinkering with the cube that you guys brought him.
Oh, the one that we brought him?
Yes.
Okay. You just want to walk in?
Yeah.
Alright, so... I'm just gonna walk in and hi Dinikus, I see you're working on this cube, but maybe some related information. We bought this Darren's Ancient Fortress from that black market, and whenever I turn it big, it seems like it's slooping.
If I had to take a guess, whatever magics the doppelganger was using, probably starting to wear off. Did you get anything else from the black market?
Did we get anything else? Where did you have any equipment that you bought there?
No, I didn't. He wouldn't tell me.
That's right.
I had to know what I wanted. And I didn't know.
Well, I don't know about the rest of the people, but all I had was this fortress.
Yeah, I would be careful if you want to rely on it for protection. It probably won't be the most reliable, but I assume over time it's just going to break down to nothing, but I don't know how long that'll be. I guess it really depends. I think the more you use it, the worse it'll get. I'm not 100% on this. Shadow magic is not my specialty.
there be a way to stabilize this?
To stabilize it, tricking some poor sap into giving you a new one for that one. Your best bet. I don't think there's a way to stabilize unless you utilize shadow magic yourself, which I don't really feel comfortable doing. But
It's time to multi-class.
Shadow magic. Would Ron know about this?
yeah, I imagine he would have some, even though it's not his, and along his patron's powers, he surely has come adjacent to it at some point.
Where is he at?
It's probably back at his tent. If you go around the back of here, you'll find Moray's tent in the northernmost, and then immediately to the right of that, you will find, because his tent pointing southwards, just for clarification, the entrance to it is. Immediately to the right of that, you should find his. He likes to keep in Welron close.
Okay.
My tent's on the left of him, if you would like to know where I am later.
Did you give me that head nod like that?
No.
I'm just gonna be like,
No.
Okay.
Hey, where are you at, Lance?
I'm with Cragmon.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah, Cragmon.
Okay, well, thanks for trying.
I'm
And thanks
sorry,
for the
I
information
couldn't
there.
really help. Yeah, and Moron might be able to help for sure.
Okay. Did my friends come talk to you?
Yes. Don't. Yeah, they came and talked to me.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, we'll see you later.
Yeah, I'll see you later tonight probably.
Nah, I probably won't be back.
He seems very confused. He's like, okay, I guess.
Alright, well, you have a good night. Just
Have
walk
a
off.
good night.
Fucking great one.
And I'm gonna go look for Ron.
All right, yeah. Well, if you follow his directions, go around to the immediately to the north, to the right of that. Yeah, you'll find what you presume to be in Welron's tent, but I mean it's closed. So if he is inside, you can't really see.
Closed tent? Like,
The entrance is like drawn because it's like drawstrings to open them.
I don't know. We should bother him. I've never seen a closed tent before. They've all been open.
Can I stealthily peek in?
Yeah, roll stealth check.
Can you move the
yes.
binder?
Of course. Oh,
Fuck me, man.
you shouldn't have said anything earlier, bro.
Yeah, dude, you just brag about them rolls.
You really shouldn't have said anything.
Y'all warned you.
13.
13.
I've rolled so bad tonight.
You were talking shit. You were talking shit.
I wasn't talking shit, I was just boasting.
You were like,
You were
"Oh,
boasting,
yeah,
dude.
I gotta
Okay.
stop and be humble.
Good high rolls.
have seen what they once
Okay.
saw fit. They now see.
Yeah, well, if you kind of peek your head in, well, as you approach, you're hit with a rather strong smell. Not unpleasant, but very strong. It seems to be kind of like sandalwood. I don't know. It's a very neutral smell. It doesn't really offend you, and it's kind of relaxing a little bit.
See, like burning incense and
And then if you poke your head in, you can see what seems to be in Welron, facing away from the entrance, and Tin, both kind of sitting cross-legged, and they're staring. Well, they're not. You don't know if they're staring at anything, but they're sitting cross-legged away from the entrance, and they seem to be. And yeah, there's candles thrown about, and they seem to be in some deep meditative state of sorts.
Wait, who in Elrond?
Tin the town.
Okay, so since I'm in this area,
I'm sorry?
Since I was in this area, right? Like,
Sure.
so could I like come up behind them as my spell's ending and be like, or as they're walking in, actually?
Well, they're not walking in. She's peeking her head in.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll just come up behind them and just like peek around to the left of Lass,
Oh, you're peeking with them?
I'll look down.
just behind them. I'm still invisible, I would say.
Sure.
Yeah.
So
And then I'm gonna like, what you doing?
So you're still invisible?
Yeah.
I just hear you from below.
yeah,
me.
just a whisper.
Yeah, it's just a whisper in your
Or
ear.
like take my head back out and kick Cragdaddies.
No, wait.
Do we just kick in the direction of the
Yeah.
voice?
Faster.
Well, I think you found her.
Cragdaddies, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm just wandering around. I'll come out of invisibility. What's up?
Well, what did you see?
They were just
yeah.
they were just meditating.
Just meditating.
Meditating.
That's what it seems like him.
Praying to the old one.
Yeah. Are you guys about to go in here?
I'm just looking for somebody that knows something about some shadow magic.
Yeah.
Wait, what is it?
Do you know about some shadow magic?
Probably.
Cragdaddies.
Probably.
I'm pretty good.
Out loud, I'm gonna say, "Boy, I wish I knew somebody that knew something about shadow magic."
Hey. Just let me see it.
No response.
What's wrong?
Ron's ignoring me.
Just let me try. What's wrong?
This is why he's on the list.
Jeez, the list is still active.
What is
He's
This
number one.
fortress, it's slooping.
It's looping.
What do you mean slooping?
Well, let me show you. No.
Can I roll? Can I roll Arcana check? See if I know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah, sure, good.
Thank the gods for advantage. Shit. 15.
The gods are not with you.
Well, if you equate it to magics that you do know stuff about,
Okay.
usually when a magical item is cut off from its source, it'll eventually fail to continue being magical.
Is it looking real droopy and sticky?
Surprisingly, yes.
I mean, when we cut off the black market, I assume that the magic is dying now. So your fortress is eventually going to be gone. It'll just be like a little chess piece. Or a melted chess piece.
Well, I'm hoping that Ron can fix this.
Maybe.
Well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait till he opens the door.
All right.
I can
Well,
just
is
walk
that-
in for you. Hello?
You want to do that? Yeah.
What time is it?
Oh, the sun's starting to go down at this point.
Okay, yeah, we're fine. They're not sleeping or anything. Hello? Hey,
Okay.
hey, Ron, can we get your assistance for a second? If you're not busy.
Well, hold on, let me go. Okay. They both seem blissfully unaware of your rude intrusion of their meditation.
They're really concentrating in there.
I guess I'll just wait.
Guess we'll just wait if you want.
Throw a bee at them.
Yeah, I could throw a manicore spike.
Jeez.
All right, so I guess you're going to be
I could throw this hammer.
Does any...
I don't know, maybe we just wait. Let's just
That's
wait.
why I want to wait.
just
There
wait.
we go.
Is there anything else anybody else wishes to do while he waits? Or do y'all want to just hang
I'm
out with him?
Alton right now.
Oh yeah, your guys aren't with him, so it's you three. Are y'all
Cragdaddies, why
gonna
don't you just
So,
shake
we-
one of them?
Would
Don't
we have
sh-
seen
don't
them
shake.
going towards Ron's as we were headed to them?
It's a good question.
All this happens roughly around the same time, so you would have seen Cragwell like as you were discussing with Deinicus.
We talked
No,
to
no.
Deinicus first.
You two, what did you two do during all this? I don't remember.
Oh yeah,
You two were talking to
and
Welron.
In the tent though, the big tent.
Yeah, so this was after that. So
So he would have been going to talk to Donnie.
you guys would. I
We're
assume.
lost right now.
Well, no, I assume you
Because
guys.
we
I assume you guys were just hanging out outside of the headquarters tent because you didn't really go anywhere else.
Oh, okay.
So it was very shortly after they left. So you would have seen Cragmaw come by and then just go in, talk, and then leave. So, I mean, if you wanted to follow, I guess you could.
So now we just see you guys standing out there still. I guess we'll just approach you. And
Yeah,
be
wait.
like,
Okay.
Hey guys,
Yeah, sure.
what's going on?
Yeah, what?
Fucking waiting.
I thought y'all.
Fortress is sloopy.
Sleepy Fortress.
Yeah, black market's gone now. Magic's
You
gone
might
from
wanna
there.
see a
his
doctor
magic's
for
gone
that.
from there.
Makes sense.
Well, I mean,
Apparently, I have a similar
I'm
problem
waiting.
with magic. Anyways,
Cragdaddies, sleepy magic.
If they give you a pill, make sure that it doesn't last more than 4 hours.
I don't trust
We'll
those
call a
things.
specialist.
I don't think I don't think Cragmaw has to compensate for his magic though.
Like, he doesn't have any though.
Just for his strength for his hammer.
it's just all real, baby.
Yep.
Except for
Well.
the gloves and the belt.
So wait, what are you guys waiting on exactly?
See if
I'm
I'm
just
right.
waiting to talk to Ron to see if he knows anything about this. Maybe
you
he can
guys-
stabilize it.
Did you guys like go in there?
Not yet. Well, I
he
said
did.
hello, but they just ignored me. So
I kind of
wait.
shouted outside the tent door.
We were gonna throw a bean and a manticore thing at him, and then Cragmaw's gonna throw his hammer.
What
but then
time
we
of day
decided
is it
to
right
wait.
now?
We're probably meditating right now. It's what
The sun's
night
going
we
down.
did. Instead of sleeping, we meditate for 4 hours.
What does Tin do? Whatever his name is.
Tim?
Tim Lutal.
What is he? I thought he was a Dragonborn.
Yeah, he's Dragonborn.
He probably just does the same thing to imitate his master.
Good.
Do
Maybe he does the same thing to
half elves meditate.
to talk to the ancient one or some shit like that.
If you guys are taking a
It's
moment
the page
to
26 of Dick.
just wait, is that what you guys want to do?
That's what I'm gonna do. I don't know what they want to.
Just to clarify, I don't know if you realize this,
He's
but
on the list.
Tin Lutao, I'm pretty sure I described it, but to remind you, he also seemed to share ancestry with silver dragons in his appearance. Just to put that out there.
Oh, he was
Anyway.
sorry.
Anyway.
What?
It's not important, I'm sure.
Are you Silver Wing's dragon? Yes or no?
Are you related to Silverwing?
So you guys are just gonna wait outside the tent with Cranwell?
I guess so.
Well, if you choose to wait, it's gonna take a couple hours.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm honestly waiting until I see Silverwing go down so I can go talk to Deinecus.
If 30 minutes goes by, like...
Longer than that, it's gonna go.
Okay,
by.
well, if after 30 minutes goes by, I was just say...
And
okay.
around this time, dusk is happening, and yes, Silverwing does land by Deinecus'.
Yeah, I'm headed over there then. I'll see you guys later. Anyone coming with me to talk to Deinecus?
I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go.
I'm waiting.
You're
Okay.
waiting. All right.
Gotta find out, man.
All right, fair.
Well, I'll help you out before I leave, and then I'll message in Roil. I'll like point 2 minutes in and just be like, "Hey, Cragball and Lass are coming over to talk to you about some magical item. They should be at your door in a second." And then I'm just gonna like walk off with them.
You don't get a response, but well, as you guys are leaving, Tin walks out of the tent and greets you.
I don't remember you.
That's Tim.
Nora.
No recollection. I really don't remember who this guy is. When did we meet him?
You met him at Hosto when Elmore brought him to help with the portals.
Yeah.
Way back when.
I don't think he really done much.
Must not have been helpful.
So yeah, you come out seeing a pretty sizable dragonborn, especially for what you presume to be a spellcaster of sorts. And he kind of looks at you in a bored sense, but he comes to talk to you anyway. He's like, "And Welron told me to help you with whatever issue you were having. What's going on?"
So you can help me. Okay. Well, this fortress right here is not working right anymore.
Fortress.
So we bought it from this black market. Now the black market's gone. My friend says the magic's fading from it.
Okay, yeah, I know what's wrong. Do you mind letting me hold on to it for a night? I could probably patch it up some, but I'm not 100%. You said it. What was? You said where was the portal to? You said it was a. Do you use the what again?
It goes to Shadowfell.
Shadowfell. Okay. Yeah. It's not going to be... I can't have it work exactly how it used to, but I can make some modifications to it if you let me hold on to it for a little while.
How long's a little while?
Over tonight I should be able to make some changes to it.
What about Ron?
He's busy. He's not going to be able to help you out. I know you were all trying to get a contact with him, and unfortunately...
Well, I was going to wait patiently. The proper
Are you
thing to do.
sure? You'll be waiting out here for probably until tomorrow morning.
Well, I mean, if he can fix it completely instead of this patch job.
If you wish, yeah. If you just want to talk to him tomorrow, then yeah. He should be able to...
Well, I'm asking you, do
Figure
you
out a
think
will.
he knows? Does he know more than me?
I mean, he definitely knows more than I do, but shadow magic's also not his specialty, so I doubt he can do much more than I can. He might just be able to take it off your hands and give you a different one, maybe. I don't know if he's willing to do that. I doubt it. He's kind
So
of
if
in
I
a
said
grumpy
that
mood usually.
You said he would do that. Got you.
No.
All right.
No,
well, I'll see him tomorrow.
No.
And I'm just gonna walk away.
No, wait. Tin just kind of walks back to the tent. Actually, no, he doesn't. He leaves. He doesn't go back into
I thought you were gonna be like, all right, I'll just wait till tomorrow and lay down in their tent.
It's my tent now.
Yeah, Tin just kind of leaves, I guess. He doesn't go back into Hamilton's tent.
Okay.
Well,
I guess we're headed over to Silverwings.
Very boring guy. It's like, wait, no, come back.
Is Cragmaw back with us now?
Are you going to join them?
Well, I don't know where we're supposed to be staying tonight, so I guess I'll just go back to where Silverwing landed.
Yep. Okay. So, for the sake of it, we'll say the party's all back together.
we
You
all
head
back
towards the
together.
tent, and Silverwing sees you guys. You come up, he's like, hey. He's like, hey, guys. It's awesome out here, right? It's so open, and it's great.
Sure, it beats that cramped old labyrinth.
Oh, that wasn't awful, but even there, I never imagined there was so much more space.
It's so big out here.
Yeah, it's huge.
Is Deinecke awake in there?
Oh, yes, he's awake. He said he was waiting for you guys to swing by. Yeah, said y'all have something important to discuss.
Yeah, you
Indeed.
say
He
that.
kind of like uses his wings to do that.
Creates an ominous wind effect.
Yeah, you could say that, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him, but it was nice seeing you. I'm glad you can actually quite literally spread your wings and fly.
Yeah, I kind of miss my room and my horde, but
Oh,
I'm sure I'll get another one later.
Yeah. When you grow up, you'll get an even bigger horde.
Yeah, I will. Be awesome.
All the hordes you could possibly want.
Yeah.
And goats.
Sure.
Okay.
He eats.
I'm gonna go walk in. Deinecke's gonna peek my head and say,
I'm a vegan.
"Oh my gosh!"
Hashtag vegan dragon.
No, please.
I'm gonna peek my head and say, "Deinecke, you awake in here?" It's Uruk.
Yeah, he seems busy tinkering with not the Shadowfell cube this time, but presumably the one he's working on for the forest. He quickly looks back. He's like, "Yes, come in, quickly, get in."
Are y'all coming in here? Y'all coming in here?
Nah, I'm gonna stay out there with Silverwing.
You're staying
Yeah.
outside?
I'll just talk with him for a while. Y'all go ahead.
Yeah, I'll walk in with you.
Is he's the only one in here?
Yeah, Deinecke is in there alone. He's kind of hunched over. On the table is like a cube that seems to be made out of some kind of wood, perhaps. Definitely seems to be, if you're using how he associates his things, possibly the cube that he's going to try to use on this chaotic mess. It seems to be a little bit bigger than Shadowfell one too. Quite a bit bigger, actually. But it's still carryable in two hands.
Probably like twice the size.
Bigger, probably like 3 or 4 times the size.
3 or 4 times.
Like, imagine a beach ball, but instead of that, it's a cube.
So it's as big as me.
Yeah, bro. No, not that big. Not that big. It's carryable in 2 hands. It's not that big.
Okay.
Well, as I'm talking to Silverwing, I'm also like keeping watch on the outside.
Keep an eye out.
So now that we are in a more private setting, we can discuss what we were talking about earlier.
Have you?
Wait. Yeah, that's him. Like, wait, don't. Moment. He seems to skitter about his tent. Seems to be looking for something as he's doing so. And alright, he found it.
Holy shit, I feel like I'm right there.
Alright, yeah. So he kind of tells you, he doesn't say anything, but he's like, and he scoots you guys to the side of the tent, and he doesn't say or produce anything. He just kind of looks at the grass below, and he does a series of hand gestures as he just seems to like draw out a rectangle with his hand from the angle he's looking at on the floor. And then as you look at the grass, it seems to produce just a wooden door into the ground that seems to be big enough to fit a normal normal humanoid. And then he leans down and he opens it up and he's just like, kind of gesture, and he walks in.
I'll go right behind him.
Or kind of like goes down.
Yeah, I'll go right behind him.
How's time working here?
Are you going to follow him?
Yeah,
I'll follow him.
All right, everybody follows you, and he's kind of like waiting for everybody to get in. He goes up and he closes it, and as soon as he closes it, it's pitch dark for a second. But then, but then a light like just kind of generates input. It's an empty room that's just like 30 by 30 by 30. So it's comfortable, but there's no decoration. It's just a little room inside. So like, all right, now we're safe. So
it seems you're taking some precautionary measures here. It seems you're aware of what we told you about.
All right. So first of all, I want to apologize. I should have believed you guys. Braggs. I should have known better. As soon as you guys found me, Braggs quickly found me. Packed up the lab, tried to get out. Wasn't quick enough. He intercepted me, to speak lightly, and took me back to Naluthian as he was tasked. And she told me quite a lot. So, how about you guys talk to me first?
Okay.
What do you want to
Tell me your side of the story. What's happening here? I need to know, because I'm getting like a lot of different stories from different sides.
So basically, we started this shit in a cook-off, and then they came over here, destroyed a bunch of shit. We got tasked with going to get them. We came across them, specifically Bonnet Che, who convinced us to actually sit down and just speak with Naluthian, who then got us to work as double agents for you and Murray. So once we found out Murray was a demon, we thought, okay, Murray definitely shouldn't be doing this.
Can we just pretty much just tell him everything?
Yeah. There you go. Oh, okay.
No, I wasn't. That was him. Just like, okay, all right. So you guys, all right. So here's the deal. Naluthian, through Braggs's detective work, whatever you want to call it, you guys gave valuable information about him. The suspicion was raised. He did some digging. He knows some shady folks, and he asked around, and he did some own digging of his own, I guess. Don't exactly know what he did. It's none of my business. I don't want anything to do with what he does. But you're almost right. He's definitely a fiend. What his angle is, I do not know. He's not a demon. He's far too organized for that. He is a devil of sorts. A lot more difficult to deal with, in my opinion. They told me about your discovery about him calling Mineros home.
Indeed.
Braggs caught wind of pretty much about everything you guys caught wind about. And yeah, he calls it home, all right. That is his home. You get what I'm hinting at here?
He is from Mineros.
Not only that,
He's the leader, isn't he?
Yeah. So we're in quite a pickle here.
He's Mammon?
Quite right.
So he's Mammon?
He's Mammon.
Okay, I see you're familiar with who Mammon is. Through your studying, I
We
suppose.
studied on Mineros, yes.
Yes, okay, good. So this puts us in quite a position, I'm sure you understand.
Well, before we continue any further, if you spoke with Naluthian and whatnot, are you guys good again? Or just like temporary allies, or what?
To team up against Mammon.
Because you do understand that, I believe at least that Murray, Mammon, whatever you want to call him now, is the biggest threat here.
I'm not so sure of that. So here's the issue. While we were gone, because of my little whoopsie with the lab, she went off the deep end a little bit. She thought Braggs was dead. Bonnet got hurt in a mission he was sent on. She was quite unhinged, and
Oh, I already told her when all this is over, she'll be brought to justice.
Well, I don't know how to tell you this, but she's not exactly Naluthian anymore. She doesn't really exist as a person anymore.
Oh, gosh.
So,
What do you mean?
how about...
Is she the tornado over there?
Did she give herself to the forest or something?
Is she the tornado over there?
Well, she got desperate, and she kind of Dynacus is getting very emotional. Like, he's getting very sad about this, and like she felt like she was losing strength and power as it went on, and she tried to contain it herself, and
You
it
overtook
was
her.
a horrible mistake. And unfortunately, Bonnet is now the one that is leading the charge on their side.
Oh, and Braggs, what about him?
Braggs has kind of gone AWOL. We don't know what happened to him. He only really cared about Eluthian. You can find him?
Yeah.
Good luck.
I'll just send him a message.
It's strange.
You can send him a message, but I don't know how
With a
that's
good
going to
reason.
find him.
Strange, though. Why would Bonnet continue this?
Well,
If Naluthian is
I'm
gone.
not so sure exactly what's going on their side, but yeah.
Well, now that you've been filled in and we filled you in on our side.
Oh, but okay. So before we continue, the thing is, Naluthian still needs to exist as an enemy of sorts to unite Murray and his people. If you understand what I'm saying.
Yeah? There has to be something for these people to fight for. Yeah.
Yes, pretty much. Something to explain why all this is happening.
He's a demon. Just tell him he's a demon.
If we do that, this whole country's going to implode on itself. Their leader that has led them through thick and thin, that has rallied them together to fight this force.
But for what?
For them, it's for the prospering of this country, like for their livelihood. Like if it.
So right now they're led by greed by this demon, this fiend, this devil of Mineros.
I don't know if I would really say it's even greed on his. Surely he has some means to an end on his part. I haven't been able to suss it out.
Money. That's all.
I don't know why he would need money or why go through this for money.
And then
Like,
what?
It's always power.
Isn't that what Mineros loves? Money.
So
power?
what happens when he takes over Gula? All of Gula? He'll continue further.
Well, I think he originally wanted me to give him the cubes, of course, which as of right now he's convinced I will. That he's gonna have them, or me and him are gonna. I don't know what his full plan is there. Sorry.
But he is unaware that you know of his true nature.
I sure hope not. It's quite exciting, isn't it? And frightening at the same time.
Very frightening.
Yeah, I would say frightening, maybe not exciting.
I'd say a little exciting, honestly.
I presume he doesn't, or if he does, he's playing the long game as he seems to be so happy to do. But I'm at a loss of where to go from here. I don't know if Naluthian actually is still around or if she's gone.
I could check.
You could try. I've tried contacting her in different ways. She doesn't seem to want to care to respond if she is around.
Have you talked to Bonnet? Since
Saying,
all this has gone
it's kind of the same situation. I'm completely dark on their end.
Bonnet can't slay a devil?
I'm sure he could, or he could at least try. I'm sure he would.
Right.
He knows. He's kind of even more resolved to. I think that's kind of why he's leading their charge more, because he's a little more resolved that they're on the righteous path now.
That's fair.
So what does he plan? What does Murray, or whatever you want to call him, plan on doing with these cubes if they work?
I would assume typical devilry, getting the cubes, obtaining power, using it to even gain even more power.
If he gains this power, then it's arguable that no one will be able to stop him.
Probably, yeah.
So what if we put a stop to him now? Lock away the power of the prime magic inside of the cubes, and then stop Naluthian's gang from attacking the city.
Yes,
Yeah, I mean,
this could work.
That would be a plan. That's why I'm hastening my work on the cube.
How close?
When I spoke to him earlier, though, he mentioned possibly sending someone in who would a brave soul, whatever souls, to go in and capture the magic to test them.
I mean, somebody has to go in to use the cube. Yes.
Too bad we don't have our banishing friend.
What were you gonna say?
How close are you to like in Welron and everybody? We could get them on our side.
I do not trust anybody else. I don't know what they do or do not know.
I don't trust Welron.
And plus, they're kind of the same with me. Nobody knew I existed until recently.
Well,
that's true.
I don't trust in Welron. He got snippy with me.
Could you teach me
he's a
how to use
warlock.
the cube?
Well, it's the same. It's the same idea. You use the gate spell, put it inside, and activate it. It's the exact same idea. Just instead of a gate to Shadowfell, you would be opening a gate to
Is that all I could do?
the Earth. I'm sorry.
What if you could make the cube?
Well, it's a reverse engineered cubic gate. Its uses are rather limited, but it's very good at the use it's supposed to be used.
You couldn't use it to make Murray go to a different dimension, perhaps?
He'll come right back to him. I mean,
With what?
he's a devil. I'm sure he has ways.
It will take him time, but yeah, he would come back eventually.
What if we were the ones
But that is an idea.
to
It's
go
all down.
capture the magics in the cube and then dispose of them?
You know, the reason he may be out now is because the particular containment over the gate that goes to his plane may be growing weaker, and that's why he was able to come out. That may be why
What if we completely
the
shut
situation.
this gate?
That's where I'm getting at. Maybe if we can
Cut off his
close that,
supply.
cut off his supply.
We would have to find which one is the gate to Midrose first, though.
Yes, that's the tricky part. We have the map, but we don't know which is which.
What if you just sent him? What if you designed the cube to send him to like the godly plane? Wouldn't they just like smite him? You know.
Well, yes, but being such as these, if they are not killed in their own plane, typically do not actually die.
Okay. Makes sense.
And even then, it's kind of a crap shot. And even if you do successfully kill them, another will come to take their place. It's kind of inevitable in that sense.
There will soon be another Mammon,
So to speak, yes.
So,
But we can worry about that in the future. We got to worry about the here and now. Trying to find the Minaros Shrine would be the only obstacle to stopping, to the plan of destroying his planar gate to this.
what if
to this
it's
world.
what if it's the one in the city, the shrine that they are like
That's one for Shadowfell.
have protected?
If I remember correctly, they said there was a couple in the
Yeah,
city.
there's another
Oh, I
one.
thought there was only one. Sorry.
You said there is an ancient one there. Like, what if it's that one? It's in the city. It would make sense.
It would. They could possibly. I mean, it's close by. It might be worth a shot at least.
We could go check it out for you.
I mean, you give them
Yeah,
really
it'd
easy
be very
access.
suspicious for me to leave. You guys are more free agents. You might have more leeway.
What about the chaotic magic in the forest, though? Is that able to be left unkempt for now, or?
I mean,
Well, you also have to work on this cube for now, anyways.
yes, we don't really know. We don't know what's going to happen, but
Perhaps we could get a hold of Bonnet.
we can only really hope.
Sorry.
We can only really hope that nothing will happen.
Well, I was going to say perhaps we could get a hold of Bonnet and maybe, I don't know, tell him the situation, tell him not to, I don't know. If Naluthian is really gone, and if she's given herself to these magics,
Stop
she's-
acting like an asshole and come join us.
I'm not.
Yeah, just-
I'm not so sure that she is. That's what I was told, but I'm not buying it. I can't believe it.
as long as we can prevent an actual war from breaking out between two cities, I don't know. I'd love to avoid bloodshed, but I think a lot of problems would be solved if we could get rid of Murray and bring Naluthian to justice. But that's kind of the big picture, and like you said, we need to focus on the here and now. So,
Indeed. Maria's top priority.
Is there anything else that we need to discuss in private?
I believe that'll be it.
Well, now that we were really on all the same page now. I mean, I guess that's it for now.
So, do you want us to head and see if...
Yeah, what should we work
Also,
on?
Donicus, I want you to know that this group here and our Cragmaw and Silverwing outside, this group is going to be our first priority.
Why?
As far as I'm
appreciate
concerned.
We'll watch your
definitely
back.
keep that in mind.
This is
watch
the
your
first
back.
time we've been able to be honest about our side.
Yes. And you watch
And
ours.
we like that. We like being honest.
I definitely would say that I would consider you Four and Cragmaw, who's not here right now, to be amongst the ones I trust the most currently.
roll an inside check?
Yeah.
Let's see, 19.
He seems a little unsure about his words, but he just seems like a paranoid person in general as well. So,
Yeah, to be fair,
fair.
we said something about brags and friggin'.
all right. Well, I guess if that's it, I'll let you all. We can all leave, and you can rejoin with Cragmaw.
Alright,
Sure.
thank you.
Well, he has to redraw it into the ceiling this time, and he has to kind of like. You see him like it's really high, so it's weird that he can jump this high, but he kind of winds up. He's like, huh, he just grabs it and pulls it down, and like staircase just kind of like folds down. It's like waiting for you guys to walk up to.
Where do you get one of those?
You have to learn this over time. You'll get there.
Neat.
Some cool stuff to look up to.
See what you did there.
And he gestures you all out, and he comes out, and he'll walk up with you. Reach and pull the door. Sorry, he'll close it.
How's it going?
How's it going? And he'll pull it closed, and it just the door just kind of disappears over time. All right, well, I'd advise you all rest for the night and do your adventure tomorrow.
That sounds good.
Indeed.
Where would you all like to go rest? Or do you have a tent set up for us?
Oh yes, we set up a tent for you immediately once you guys arrived. So go a little bit more right next to the headquarters tent, like right behind it to the right. That'll be y'all's tent.
Hey, we get next
Thanks.
to the headquarters tent.
Our fortress kind of melted.
Yeah, it's
Unfortunate.
False.
Yeah.
Slooping.
Do you have any more fortresses? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I don't
Carry any of those on you?
carry any of them on me. No,
You got a lot of gold.
that's great for you.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks anyways.
Do you know how to enchant things?
Chanting is more wizards. I use.
Wait,
it
what are
kind
you?
of-
Druid.
I'm a sorcerer.
Oh, that's right.
Oh,
Did we learn that already?
Yeah.
no wonder you don't have a fortress on you.
That's not supposed to mean.
Our friend here is classist, so to speak.
Oh yeah, that's right. You hate
Oh,
sorcerers.
yeah.
What?
I've had.
Hey, I don't like you.
Okay, as long as we're
You're better
cool
than
with each
most.
other. Okay.
So,
He
That's
hates
fine.
warlocks most.
I like warlocks. He hates warlocks.
I thought you hated warlocks
hate
because they had a pact to get their power,
Well,
where you had to work to get your power.
that's sorcerers.
I don't hate warlocks. And Wellrun's got me a little whatever, though, because... in Wellrun. All I did was ask him about his patron, and he fucking took an offense to it. As often was there, he saw everything.
Yeah, he was kind of a dick. Not gonna lie.
That's weird.
Yeah. Started going off about some kind of ancient one.
Said, oh, the balanced one isn't tangible.
He was rude to me earlier, actually, too.
Dude,
I was like, hello, and he just ignored me.
show you tangible when I channel divine fury in your face.
Yeah, fuck-
Are
fuck
they getting
everyone.
heated in that conversation in there? Can I hear that outside?
I assume you guys left the tent.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're like walking out talking about this.
Later, Donicus.
I said, that's why he's
luck,
on the
friends.
list.
He's on my list now, too. Fuck that.
God damn it.
So much.
Jeez.
Table flip.
All right. Anyway, I guess you guys are gonna go stay in your tent for the night.
Say my farewells to Silverwing. Since we've
Oh,
just
yeah,
been out there
Silverwing.
chatting.
You like laid up against him right now.
We were arm wrestling.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodbye, guys. And Silver Wing's like,
Bye, sorry.
bye. Like raises one of his sons. Like, see ya.
Hey, what's your favorite food?
You son of a bitch.
Say sheep.
Fish. He's a vegetarian.
He's vegan.
Oh, sorry, vegan.
He likes
No, he's not.
grass.
It's kashi.
God damn it.
Grass. Just say grass.
I don't fucking know.
Bushes.
He's still learning.
Evergreens.
Ice cream.
Fetuses.
Ice cream?
Yeah.
You're not a
it's-
meat person?
I mean, I like meat, but ice cream is really fucking good. You ever had ice cream?
Does it like cool down your innards because you're all fiery and stuff?
Because you're all fiery. and stuff.
No, it's just really good.
Oh,
Kind of yes.
wait, do you breathe fire?
He's a silver dragon. He doesn't breathe
No, I
fire.
don't breathe fire.
So do you just bite people
He
then?
breathes
If you have to?
silver.
He breathes
lightning.
justice.
Oh.
No.
No.
I thought it
Ice.
was justice.
That's
Ice,
breathe,
right?
Yeah, it's
Is it a lot of effort?
cold.
Is it a lot of effort to do that?
And it really comes naturally.
Could you make this ale cold for me and I'll hold out the bottle?
That's kind of sure, why not? Just set it down. Don't hold it.
Wait. And I'll pull out my gallon jug of ale and I'll put it on the floor. This one's bigger. That way, you know.
You gonna drink all that?
Yeah,
in one
he actually he looks excited. Like, all right, guys, stand back. Don't get in the way. It's a little big. He's kind of breathing. And you like see a cone of like ice crystals and stuff come out of his mouth. And he breathes it on the gallon jug. And as he's freezing it, like because it expands, it kind of like breaks it, and then you just have like cracks in your little thing. So yeah, it's frozen. It's frozen, all right.
But it's frozen the inside.
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's no inside anymore. The outside's busted.
Yeah, but it's like cracked and stuff along the line.
No, it's just
so,
cracked. I'll run up to it and I'll like cast mending and heal the cracks.
There you go.
Hey.
Hey, you should
It's
offer.
kind of bulging and kind of hard for it to contain what's inside, but yeah, it's prepared. It's
I'll use fucking.
really cold to touch, like it burns your hands to
Okay,
touch it.
I'll heat up my hands with fucking.
I got this.
Fireball.
I use my
That'll work
elemental
too.
attunement and
Cool it
heat
down.
the jar a little bit.
So it fits.
Aside, so Silverwing
Keep a big
can't
cube in
really
there.
hear, but Cragdaddies, you should see if Silverwing wants to drink some of that.
Do you drink ale, Silverwing?
I really shouldn't. That's not a good idea.
Well, yeah, we probably shouldn't get a dragon drunk.
How old are you though?
Old enough.
Aren't you like
thought-
90 something?
No, I'm not exactly. I'll pass, guys. That's cool. I appreciate it. Thanks. You
Okay.
guys have a good night.
Well, if we succeed in our endeavors, you should drink with us.
If you're old enough, yes.
Definitely,
40.
I'd love to say that I can share a drink with the dragon. Oof.
What'd you get?
We'll see once you guys are done. Let's wait for all this to blow over, then maybe.
Sweet. Well, you have a good night. Thanks for
Yeah.
pulling off the
I'll
ale.
drink some cherry water with you sometime.
Fuck you. Alright, well, bye guys.
Bye. Well, it was
See you
worth a
later.
shot.
It was worth a shot.
And now we have Dragon Froze Ale.
It's not gonna stay frozen forever.
That's why we're gonna drink it all.
Okay, great.
Only a gallon.
This.
Yeah, I guess between all of you, I guess it's not much.
A gallon. I could drink a gallon and still be good.
For a half orc, yeah.
It's really strong though.
And
It's from that weird place we came across on our after the forest.
weird place.
Yeah, he told me the whole thing. He didn't really want to because it's all he had.
You know, you're all just waiting in line.
What weird place you talking about? I don't forget. I don't remember.
With
It was the two ends.
Yeah.
Oh, the one that like, that
And I-
place
I-
sucks.
Oh, that place, yeah.
yeah, that one.
Or
That
one
place
was,
sucks
one
because
was
of
an
whatever.
inn, one was a bar.
Yeah, that's
Essentially, yeah.
So that
Yeah.
place sucks because
We need to go back there though because I told him to do something with his business.
Yeah, I
It
told him to
worked
join
out.
forces.
You told them
Yeah.
to either join forces or something, or like you were like, one was mad because they didn't have like good food in a bar, and the other place was mad because they had good food in a bar, but they didn't have beds like the
Yeah,
other
yeah.
place. So it was
So
fucking.
just join forces. You're perfect.
But they hated each other.
They hated each other. Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't like half of them dwarfs and the other ones were gnomes.
Well, no, that's the races of the two people that ran it, I think.
Yeah.
I don't remember
Yeah.
exactly.
He's a sorcerer.
Anyway,
That's where you.
you guys are going to drink
Classes.
and relax for the night.
Yeah.
And then I guess the next day you guys are going to head into Shagashin.
I'm gonna speak to Ron first thing in the morning.
Oh, you're going to go find Ron?
Mm-hmm.
All right, well, where do you want to go to find him?
At his tent.
At his tent?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you go first thing in the morning. Day you speak your head in?
Is it still closed?
Yes.
Okay, from outside, I'm gonna shout, Ron, are you in there?
Hey, yo, Ron.
Yeah. You takes a moment, but then you like see him like pull his tent back, and he looks a little disheveled, like he was sleeping in. He's like, "What? Cragma, is that you?" Yeah. Oh, yeah, it is. Great.
Yeah, Tim probably
What's
told
up?
you. Yeah, Tim probably told you that I was coming by this morning to swap out my fortress for one that you had.
No, he did not tell me that.
Oh, he failed to mention that to you. I'm kind of not surprised. He wasn't very helpful last night. But, well, I mean, you can either fix this one for me. Well, he said you might be able to. Or you swap it. I know you got one because I gave you one of mine when I traded it.
Fix it. What's wrong with it?
It sloops.
It sloops.
Yeah, so we bought it from that black market that was connected to Shadowfell. Now there's no more Shadowfell.
I know.
Well,
Shadow.
there's your issue. It's lost its source of magic. Sorry, nothing I can do about that. It's gonna fall apart. Good luck. And he goes back in his tent.
But Tim said you would switch it.
He doesn't come back out.
I'm gonna find Tim.
10 Lutel. Yeah.
Tim. I forgot I'm corrupting everybody. It's Tim now.
I mean, you're just gonna walk around the tents until you can, because you don't really know.
Like, yell back is like, Tim's not in there with you.
He's not answering.
All right, he's probably not in there. I guess I'll just go look around for him.
All right. I guess roll investigation. I don't know. Good luck.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
15.
15. All right. Well, shit. I did the drawstring on my bag again. Yeah. If you walk around the tent,
I can also just fly up and look down occasionally.
yeah, if you want to do that, yeah. But you don't have to do that because he also has his own tent that's right next to Imwell Ron's, close to the headquarters, of course, because right next to him on the left is Murray's. Yeah, you'll find his. And it's also, I mean, it's open. That's how you know it's his, because you see him inside. He seems to be doing some kind of studying in a book or whatever. It's
As I
not hard
walk
to
by,
find.
I'm just like, 10. Ron didn't help me like you said he would this morning.
That's not what I said.
That's what I remember you saying. So you think you can patch this? Because he didn't help me.
Sure, just leave it here. I'll get to it as soon as I can.
Alright, it's pretty pressing, so here you go.
Sure thing. I guess I'll try to figure something out with it.
Thanks, you've been a lot more help than Ron. I appreciate that.
You're welcome, I guess.
Well, I'll check back later.
All right. Yeah, I'll let you know, I suppose. Can't promise anything.
Well, your efforts don't go unnoticed.
Well, that's very nice of you, actually. Thank you.
You're welcome. Now I'm just gonna leave.
When he leaves, he puts his book down. He immediately seems like tinker, looking at it, trying to.
He throws it away immediately. Garbage.
Too bad, can't do anything about it.
Yeah. When we wake up, I'm gonna cast non-detection on my bag of holding again.
What level spell
Attack.
slot is that?
Okay.
Gotta
Complaining about like wasting spell slots over here.
I got plenty of those.
Did I ask you to read on my bag last time I undid it by accident?
No, but I'll try.
Please. Because like I gotta stop fiddling with it. Anyway,
Okay, I'm a fiddler as well.
I've tried to learn, but it's hard.
Okay. I shouldn't have found that so funny. All right. Are you guys gonna just head back to Shagerston, I guess?
Sure.
I suppose so.
After Cragmall's done with his little thing.
We can't teleport anymore, unfortunately.
Don't remember.
Well, fortunately, it's only like an hour or two walk. It's not too far out. I'm not gonna make rolling encounters because the military have this pretty much on lock. So there's not really anything that's gonna happen unless an all-out attack happened. But luckily, that did not happen.
Should message them and tell them to make an all-out attack.
They're weak. Do it. Then yeah, you get back to town, and security is much more rough on this side of town, and you do see some of the some damage that might have been caused from an attack that they might have mentioned earlier, like at the very beginning when you first started talking to the guard at the south gate. An attack that had happened, which caused this increased security. Nothing on the inside, on the walls and stuff, but they did seem to like vandalized and burn down some of the houses on the outside. Yeah.
Buttholes.
There's a message up there.
Indeed.
Read it.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Hello. Happy Independence Day.
Oh, hey. Happy
That's nice.
Independence
Oh,
Day.
yeah, it is July the 4th.
Oh yeah.
Right.
It's Independence
To
Day.
you as well, friend.
Let freedom
That message is really
ring.
old.
I wish we had seen it.
Yeah, there's nobody right now. It's alright. Anyway, thank you so much. I'll put that down. Yeah, you guys are. It's just I'm not gonna make you roleplay every time you want to go into the city. So there's a guard. He's checking people as he goes in.
Cragdaddies.
Right this way.
All I'm saying is they had a tent for us at the command center, so...
Yeah, it's like
Yeah, we were.
Is it the same guy that we
See what
talked
on
about
the
earlier?
right?
no.
Good.
Good. If he's there, punch him.
I want to talk to the manager.
Yeah, no. I mean, he doesn't seem to give you any problem. As long as you do it, it's don't give him any problem. And he just does his typical routine, lets you guys in. It's like, all right, enjoy your stay. Be safe. Don't do anything shady. Watching you.
Yeah, sure.
He eyes that bag
Do I-
you have.
Do I look shady?
I attempt to sneak as soon as he says that.
Oh, whatever. Anyway, yeah. So you guys go into town in Shagersham. Where are you gonna go? Try to find this.
We're trying to find
Shrine?
out.
We have the map.
Lead the way
You
then.
have a copy of the map.
Yeah.
All it did was say there's one in.
I thought
this
it had
town.
the. I thought it had the mark on the map.
I had to mark that there is one in Shagersham.
Fuck.
Or there was a couple in Shagersham.
Well, I mean,
Detect magic.
Monroe can look for us,
No.
Yeah, it's only a copy of them.
but Monroe could look for
You know,
perhaps a
you're looking
building.
for a shrine of some sort.
Yeah, we could just
Yeah, but
ask
they-
around town if there's a shrine anywhere. And
Yeah, but I thought they like
What the
had
religious
it well protected,
the religious district I was in.
so it could be under something.
Perhaps. It could be. One would presume that to contain something like that, it would require some kind of holy magic to counteract the
What
same.
about the place you went to, Urut?
What place?
The place you went to when you were talking about your holy
Oh, you guys.
balanced one?
You know, oh, wait, what? I don't think you guys know about that.
Well, you told them you were going to go there alone. Like, you know,
Oh, I thought I just had to go do some stuff.
I don't know, maybe.
Oh, I thought you said
Well,
you were
yeah,
going
that's
to
possible that could be it.
Well, then I won't mention it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or it could be in the council area where Murray usually is around, right?
Maybe.
Maybe it's at the Deviled Egg.
No,
That'd be funny.
Irony.
I don't know. But
Get it because
What do you guys
devil and eggs.
yeah.
I don't know what the egg part is.
Eggs are very indicative of a shrine. What are you
Maybe it's in the cooler where they keep their eggs.
hearing? A lot of maybes here.
We can split up.
Because that's never a bad idea.
I'm sure I like it.
Right.
I could definitely send Monroe somewhere.
There's another message.
Distracted by it.
Just be interactive with chat.
Probably not during D&D.
Not during D&D
sessions.
session.
Not during you.
This is bullshit.
I want to say hi.
Don't worry about it. Anyway. Oh yeah. So. Are y'all gonna
Are we
split
splitting up?
What's happening here?
Wait, why are you sending Monroe?
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Where do we want to send Monroe?
Well, I suppose that you could send Monroe to the Devil Egg.
To Deviled Egg?
Wait, I guess you wouldn't really see much from the outside.
Where's the Holy Temple at as well? Haven't you been there?
What Holy Temple? We don't know about the Holy Temple.
Huh.
And he's not saying anything about the Holy Temple. He's being a dickhead.
I forgot you.
Oh, now I'm definitely not gonna say
I
anything.
forgot you went there alone.
You weren't gonna say anything before, so fuck it.
Yeah. I mean, I'll just send it around looking for. I'll go to the Devil Dead first then.
Are you guys splitting up or are you going with them?
We're just gonna stand there and sit in a row.
I don't want to split.
Monroe.
I'm gonna go to the library and see if I can read anything about it, maybe.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll go to the library with him.
I'll just go with you guys and I'll just send my row around while I'm there.
Okay,
Sounds
so
Double task.
we got a plan. Now you guys are gonna go to the library. It will take a little bit of time, so roll me one encounter die, the first and probably only one of the die.
While they go to the library, do you want to go to the Holy District?
So what?
Me and you can go to the Holy District while they go to the library.
What Holy District?
I'm probably just gonna go to the library.
Okay.
Alright, you go to the library. You're there. I mean, this is the best place to gather knowledge for adventurers, so it makes sense.
While we're in the library, I'm gonna look for a holy temple in the books, and if there's a location for it.
Just general holy temple stuff. I'm gonna have you guys roll for this because it'd be pretty general knowledge. You can quickly find a book that's just. I'm sorry.
And shrines.
And what?
Wasn't there something about shrines?
Shrines. Yes, I thought you were saying triads. I'm like, what does the Chinese triad have to do with this?
It's about threes.
Yeah. You easily find a book that's about the history of Shagashin, roughly. And yeah, there is a shrine that is underground in the Holy District that is supposedly it's in the underneath the Temple of the Almighty One, which they use to. It's just there's more of a museum piece. People can come and see it, but it's locked away safely. But it's
So we can easily get to it.
yeah. I mean they don't
travel through any sewers or.
No, it's kind of on display, but it still has protective measures so people don't mess with it.
Go
Magic
wrestle
around it.
Sultan's helmet back
talks
from that
about.
thing.
Not that anybody, no.
Well, I guess we're heading to the Temple of the Almighty One underneath.
Well, it's not underneath. The
doesn't
Temple of the
say.
Mighty One's above ground. It says that they have it's underneath the temple itself. So if
So,
people
like,
wish to go see it, they go talk to the holy people and
In the temple, and
they'll take them down and let you see it.
So I suppose we should go talk to the Almighty One. The temple of the Almighty One.
Speak to the Almighty One himself.
Yeah, I want to talk to your manager.
Get down on my knees. Oh, manager. Guild. Speak to us.
Alright.
Sorry, it doesn't work like Kid Wee.
Alright.
This guy doesn't fucking talk back.
The Holy District is pretty close to where the library would be, so you guys don't have to worry about that. I need to print off more stuff. I'm running out of characters over here. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, you guys will travel there and with nothing really happening, and you come across. It's pretty easy to find this temple using the book that you read for directions there, since this is kind of pretty much a city guide, and it's also huge and audacious compared to the rest of the temples that are in the town. It's easily the biggest one, spotted with many different stained glass of the Almighty One and his three creations that are credited with creating the whole universe that you reside in. The Almighty One himself is kind of formless, more of just like a embodiment of light of sorts, energy. It's hard to explain. Stained glass doesn't really do it justice, while the three beings are a little more humanoid in shape, but still featureless. And one is just a pure white. Middle, the virtuous one, presumably one in the middle, who what is presumed to be the balanced one, is a gray, and the simple one is a black that's on the other side of it, and he's above them, they're below, and then there's many different Gothic archways that adorn it, and a very huge set of doors that lead inside.
Let's just walk up inside.
Oh, okay. You guys go on inside. Doesn't seem to be any kind of mass prayer going on, but there are a couple people inside just adorning the pews, as well as holy men milling about. As you walk in and you look on the left and right, you can see the stained glass possibly depicting many different stories that happened throughout the history of these beings. You see what seems to be the sinful one the sinful one striking down the balanced one. You see what is perceived to be the creation of the three by the Almighty One at some point. You can see the sinful one and the virtuous one waging war on each other, two separate stained glasses with beings underneath them that are presumably their armies, many different kind of beings. Very beautiful and well-made stained glass artwork.
Ooh.
And shining in all kinds of different colors into the church.
Do we see any like people around?
Yeah, like I said, you do see various amounts of holy people that are tending to the place. It's like making sure it's clean, lighting candles, doing typical holy person work.
Anyone that looks like the head
maybe in
priest?
charge? Yeah.
Kind of looks to be in charge.
Somebody that's like more adorned than the others.
Yes.
Does anyone have a fancy hat?
Fancy hat, no.
Fancy hood.
But you do see
Hood.
the back of somebody that's on the very far front behind what you presume would be the holy person that would be giving a speech or sermon, would be standing behind a podium. You see them lighting candles up there. Seems to be a little more of an important task. Maybe they're preparing for something they're supposed to be doing later in the day, because it is very fresh in the morning. They might be setting up for a mass to come soon, is why they're lighting all these candles and everything. In this world, it's probably the equivalent of Saturday. That's actually, yeah. You kind of hit a nail on the head, yeah.
Oh, so we're probably early for the ceremonies.
But yeah, they're up there, and you see them, and you see a big old tail that's coming out from behind their cloak too. It's kind of hard to miss as they're lighting their candles.
What color is it?
It's red.
Is that a tiefling? Does he have
Possibly.
horns?
Well, you don't. They have a hood on. You don't
Oh.
see that. Their backs to you as they tend to their duties.
Does their hood look pretty fucking big?
No, but they're well, yeah. I mean, you can see it being lifted by the horns.
Oh, okay.
But they're wearing like very modest garments. Nothing too show offy, but a very dark red, crimson rather tail. And yeah, that's it.
Hey, Yuri, how hard's your holiness right now?
How hard is it?
I don't know how hard is my holiness right now.
I don't know what that question means.
I'll tell you. It's moderately hard.
This is a temple of your people.
I don't worship the Almighty One. I've never been here.
Well, I mean, by proxy you do, but
I guess so.
he's above your balanced one, but the balanced one is the one you worship directly. Yeah.
I guess you put it like that.
Moderately hard.
Makes sense.
Balanced one. Am I right?
The balanced one is the real, like, rock hard devotion.
If we find the temple of that guy,
Yeah.
we'll be all up in it.
Yeah. I mean, it seems to be very quiet and
All right,
peaceful
so-
in here.
I'm gonna go head towards the tiefling.
Okay. Guys head up to the tiefling.
Excuse me, sir.
The person turns around, and if it's a sir with very feminine features. It seems to be a female tiefling as opposed to a male tiefling.
So sexist, Sultan.
With very dark red hair and pitch black eyes. They turn to look at you and it's like, oh, hello. Good morning. How are you today?
Oh, good. How are you? Sorry, I just came out of the Shadowfell. I'm groggy. Woke up. Swallowed.
Hold up.
Yeah,
He's very honest.
pretty honest.
Yes, that sounds quite distressing.
A little too
Are you
honest,
here to
that's
seek?
Probably why.
Are you here to seek guidance? You're a little early for the gathering.
No, I left the monastery long ago. So I was wondering, do you guys have any kind of display pieces underground up here?
Oh, you wish to see the shrine?
Yes.
Yes, we could have somebody escort you down if you wish to take a quick look. We usually let scholars or the like. If you don't mind me
He's a
saying,
scholar.
most of you don't seem
I
to be
know.
the scholarly type.
What do you mean?
I'll introduce myself as like, oh, well, I'm Uruk. I'm a paladin devoted to the Balanced One.
Ah, yes, it is honorable to be a devout one of one of the Almighty One's creations.
Yes, of course.
Elbow Cragmaw and whisper to him, do we still have the NTU like task force papers?
I never really actually had a paper. I don't know.
Who had the paper?
I flipped my hands real fast. They thought I had something. I don't know.
I had the paper.
Oh, you have the paper.
Hey, just out of curiosity, do you ever see Murray walking around here very often?
Oh, Murray, he doesn't usually grace us with his presence. He's usually quite busy.
Okay, I'm just curious.
He stopped by every once in a while. I've seen him, but not regularly, no. I assume he's a very busy man.
Yeah.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
$24.
24. Wow. Yeah, no, it doesn't seem to be lying at all, but she does seem to be a little distressed by the fact that he doesn't attend regularly.
No. Well, maybe after
yes.
all of this is over, he will find a little more time to come by.
Do you wish that I can show you the way down right now? It should be no issue. Just please, I ask that you keep your distance and just
Is there,
look and don't touch.
what happens when you touch?
We don't. Well, we keep it safe. We don't advise fiddling with such things. We're just here to make sure it stays.
Yeah, but just
safe.
hypothetically, like, what if I touch it?
We do not know. We try to keep that from happening.
Do you know anything about it?
We do know that it is supposed to be. It's supposed to hold some great evil power within it, and the very presence of our temple and the Almighty One's blessing helps us keep it contained.
Any weird flowers in there?
Yes, actually. There is a flower on the shrine itself. It has not wilted for as long as it's been there, so it's quite strange,
flower,
but
you
we find it probably through the grace of the Almighty One that it stays that way.
What kind of flower?
Definitely.
Yeah, what kind of flower?
Is it a lilac?
No, it's a I'm not a botanist, you see. I'm not 100% sure. It's a red flower. I'm not 100% on
A red flower.
Oh,
you
what kind
say.
of flower
Would it be a
that
marigold?
is.
Oh.
Would it be a marigold?
Or a tiger lily, maybe.
Well, we don't know what those do. We don't know what those do. We just know what lilacs do. Anyways, where is the shrine?
That's true.
Yes,
true.
I can lead you down there real quick. It should be no issue. She starts walking away to lead you towards, like, she goes, the way it's set up, you come in, there's pews, and there's the podium up front, and there's also these two side double doors on the other side of it, on each side. She leads you through the left one, and she opens it, you can follow in, and there's a very narrow spiral staircase on the other side, and a small room where she can lead you down it, if you choose to follow her. Yes, okay.
Yeah.
And as you follow her down, it stays very narrow until you get to a very narrow, again, door, but you can all fit through it pretty easily. And you open it up, and you walk in, and it comes into a kind of medium-sized room that's presumably right underneath the temple's like main room, because the way the spiral staircase went down, maybe a little bit behind it. And it's a pretty wide open space. And then there's a double set of stairs that goes further down and leads to another set of doors attached to each stair. And she leads you on. It's very torch lit down here. Not a lot of light. Looks more dungeon-esque than the top does. Looks a lot older than the temple does as well. And leads to the doors and opens it up, and that opens to a room where it's very simple in design. You have your little viewing area, and then there's just a solid like set of some kind of metal bars all the way across. And then on the other side, you have the shrine sitting alone in this big open space with the aforementioned red flower sitting on it. And she presents to you like, yes, here it is. It is quite fascinating to see, but I would advise that just be careful. We're not sure of what kind of magic's coming. Yeah. It's magical. Like, you tried to class of magic? I mean, yeah, it's it's abjuration, right? That is protection magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the flower, just like everything.
Well, the flower, the shrine, like the whole thing has auras of abjuration magic on it.
Okay.
Does it look evil?
Well, yes, we know around here that it is quite evil, and it's very
Do you know if it's connected to any
dangerous.
weird worlds? Like devil worlds?
We're not exactly sure what it's connected to. We just know that our faith in our temple is integral in keeping it under control, as far as we know.
Insight check.
How would you get?
I'm gonna message her.
22.
She is a tiefling of knowledge, it seems, and she's sharing it with you to the best of her ability.
Perhaps the reason why his gate is weakening is because the temple is on top of it.
Are you messaging me that?
Yeah.
I'm going to message back then and say, why would that make it weaker?
She said it's containing it.
It's a good. That would make it weaker, though, wouldn't you think?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He said this.
She speaks to the five of you as like, please just come back up when you're ready to leave.
Have you ever thought of a way to destroy this, maybe?
Destroy it?
Yes.
I don't think that's the best idea, considering we were told to contain it.
Well, what if we found a way to perfectly contain it?
It's already contained.
Contain it even better.
Advanced containment.
I have a feeling the five of you are not here just to observe the shrine.
Do scholars not ask questions?
I'm just curious.
Philosopher Cragmore.
I mean, look at all these scrolls. And I'll like pull out the wad of fucking gate scrolls that I have. It's like 70. I'll just put them back in.
I assure you,
And
we're here for a righteous cause.
Indeed, in our days we've come across some of these with ice devils, and we fought against some of those, and we're now interested in trying to learn more about these shrines and possibly shutting them down for good.
Well, it sounds like the five of you might have information that rivals my own about this shrine. Still, I cannot allow you to tamper with it if that's what you're here to do.
No, we have no intention of
Yeah,
that.
no. Yeah,
No,
we already know
no.
what happens when you tamper with the flower.
Indeed.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're just here to observe and compare.
All right, that's more reasonable. Is there anything else I can help you with? I'm not sure exactly what you want. What
I
you would
believe
like.
that'll be it.
Thanks for your help.
We can follow you up. I believe we're done here.
Okay, and just to explain, the flower does seem to be like, some kind of vibrant red flower that's blossomed. I can't think of what it read. Like I want to say a rose, but that'd make her pretty stupid. And I know what a rose looks like, but I'm gonna just say a rose. She doesn't know anything about botany.
I'm gonna look up red flowers for you real quick, dude. I got you.
No, it's a rose. She knows nothing about botany.
There's nothing about that.
Yeah, she didn't know crap about flowers. So yeah, it's a rose. We're going with that. I like the picture of a rose, the image of a rose. So yeah, it's that. And so she's going to leave, and she she's guiding you guys out. Hey, if there's nothing else that I can help you with, I would invite all five of you to join us for our mass today. It would I'm sure it would be very enlightening and
I would love to.
enjoyable.
Count all of us in.
Yeah, I'm not going to that.
Yeah, I'm gonna
food?
roll I'm gonna roll to sneak away if I can.
It's fine. I understand you're the adventuring type are very busy.
Oh no!
Just
I'm
please consider it.
down. I said I was down.
You're more than happy to join then. I'm more than happy to have you join.
I'll wait
I'm
out.
already warm.
Is there gold involved?
Is that food involved?
Only if you wish to donate some.
I'll walk off.
I could
Is
stick
that food
around.
involved?
Catagast.
Not
What?
usually, no.
Is that ale involved?
Yeah, walk off.
No.
This is the whole reason I left the monastery. You people don't know how to have a good time. I'm just gonna leave.
She's looking quite defeated.
We'll come with
Don't
you.
listen to them.
We'll come with you. We're
We had a sudden change. of heart.
prime religious believers.
You might want to actually kick them out.
What do you mean? I just want to learn about
No,
your...
nonsense. The Almighty One's doors are open to all.
We just want to learn about where you come from.
Just don't say I didn't tell you.
Alright, are you guys actually going to stay for the Mass?
Yeah, sure.
Alright.
That was the most hesitant. Yeah.
If you guys take a seat in the pews, you guys were a little bit early, so
I want to
there.
find like the closest seat up front.
Sure.
I'm
It
gonna sit in the
continues.
back so I can watch those two.
Alright, yeah, they continue their daily
I'm just going to sit beside Wes.
setup, and
I went to go eat. Deviled egg.
you're not gonna stay.
No.
No, okay, he's leaving. Yeah, they set up all their candles and everything as they're lighting them all. Very ritualistic for a presumably normal religion. And people start to funnel in. Not as many as you would hope. It doesn't reach anywhere near maximum capacity. But there are a decent amount of people there. And for the sake of time, I'm not going to go through a whole fucking mass. But she's the one that takes the stage, the podium rather, and she gives out her what she seems to have
Don't
very.
you do it.
How many people are donating?
Yeah, has the donations happened yet?
No, she's not. There's throughout the whole mass. At no point is there any kind of donation.
What? This
Tin given out.
This is a waste of time.
Is there
Is there a donation box anywhere in the?
If you were to look around, yeah, you could see immediately when you come in the doors, like there's a box in the middle of the. No, on the right of the big double doors that comes in.
Okay, so
He has that shit.
we're sitting in the pews, right?
Sorry.
Yeah, we're just sitting in the pews.
Yeah.
Okay, I am going to cast Minor Illusion and make it where Last is sitting. I'm gonna make like an outline of Last and make Last sitting there, and then I'm gonna touch Last and cast Greater Invisibility, so that way he's invisible, but it looks like she's still sitting there.
Okay. Big brain plays.
Let's go, baby. No. Okay, I'll message him too. You're invisible. What do you want? I can't do much more.
Cast Detect Magic on the offering box.
You're talking to the wrong guy. Just steal the box. Why?
I need to know if there's any magical traps.
There's not. It's people have to offer to it.
Yeah, but what if I take it and something bad happens?
Okay, hold on. Wait, stop. That's a lot of message. Or you're just doing. That's
It's
a
a
cantrip.
cantrip.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast Detect Magic.
You're in the very front row.
Yep. I'm still just gonna cast it
Why?
because I want to cast it.
Well,
I mean, besides your magical cohorts, you don't really detect any magic around here.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, some members attending have like some minor magical auras about them.
Okay.
And what's her name?
So I
Which
sent.
the person leading it that you guys don't know the name of, she also has a magical aura about
So now
her.
that Last is invisible, I can detect it. That aura of magic.
Don't you have to be physically looking at it?
I mean, yeah. If I look around, the spell is still active.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
If you're looking around, yeah, you'd see it.
I was just curious.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sneak up to the offering box.
Well, behind. You have to go backwards to get to it. It's next to the doors when you walk in.
Even better.
Yeah, I figured. Nobody's really gonna notice you because they're in the middle of their mass while you head to the back of the room.
I'm gonna snatch it and run.
You don't turn invisible when you touch it.
Okay, yeah, you snatch it and you bust open the doors, and you've just successfully robbed a church.
Okay, and
You
Do
monster.
I hear the doors?
You're not
bust
good,
open?
are you?
I'm a chaotic neutral.
Okay,
I'm a rogue.
fair.
Do I hear the doors bust open?
Yeah, everybody does. Not most people don't respond to it though. They're busy. They're enjoying the sermon that the
Interesting.
tiefling is giving.
okay,
They presume it's somebody coming in or
she's
leaving.
like, well, I gotta use the bathroom for this start, so I'm gonna get up.
Well, no, she's in the middle of the sermon right now.
Okay, well, sorry guys, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm gonna walk. And
Nobody
walk
seems
out
to
the
really
doors
care that
behind.
you're leaving.
Okay, and then as I exit, I'll just make the image disappear of her sitting there.
If I see all this happen, I'm gonna like get up and like follow them out.
I mean, you're in the very front row. Like, I'll let you roll a perception check.
He
with
just announced that he was leaving, and then the image disappeared.
But and yeah, well, once I walk out, the image disappears, and then once I walk out, I want to disguise myself as a guard.
I mean, yeah, I guess if he announced that, then yeah, you heard them like, oh, I gotta go. So you saw them leave. You heard them leave at the very least.
Very suspicious right now.
I said I had to use the bathroom.
Yeah, right.
Can I roll deception?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put.
I roll inside.
Yeah.
Nope, critical one. Sorry.
Critical
I'm
one.
gonna put the offering box in my bag of holding.
Sure. He rolled a critical one. Yeah, you definitely know he's up to something because he's catagassed.
I'm in the back. I saw this happen. Like, saw him get up.
Yeah, you saw them. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm just gonna follow him outside. I guess I'd see him turn into this guard.
I mean, it's not like churches or prisons. You can come and go as the sermon's happening, guys.
Cragma, did you see that?
Did you come outside?
Yeah. I said I was gonna like follow them out there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, everybody's outside by now. He disguised himself.
Are you still on top? Or you weren't eating?
Yeah, he didn't go.
Oh, yeah.
He's a deviled egg. He's not part of this shit. He's enjoying many egg-based dishes right now.
Nice.
You say you disguise yourself as a guard?
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, you have detect magic on.
Yeah.
You can tell a guard has a magical aura about him.
Okay. Where's he at?
I mean, I could
Where'd you
probably
go from there once you disguised yourself?
I followed him
I'm
outside.
just
Can I
walking down the stairs.
point him out.
Yeah, he probably saw you disguise yourself. Yeah.
Like, it's catty-gas right there.
Okay, I'm just gonna follow him.
Sure, you're gonna follow him, I guess.
Okay, I mean, I'm just gonna walk around the streets. Like,
Yeah.
I was just gonna wait until everyone.
Catagast.
I'm not gonna answer.
Yeah, he's not acknowledging you.
I'm just gonna wait until everyone's outside.
Did I see Catagast like turn himself into?
I assume you booked it. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. I'm headed back to the deviled egg. To meet
Sure.
Sultan.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna like run up to this magical guard.
Hey, you know he's magical guard.
I'm just gonna
Catagast.
stand back and watch this.
Watch this play out.
Hello, citizen. How may I help you?
You're not fooling me, Catagast. Stop.
I am a guard of the people.
Hey, so when you when you cast disguise self, it only goes up like what's the height? The thing like how does that work? Because you're like two.
He can. I'm pretty sure he can gain up to a foot.
Yeah, I'm like a 4-foot guard.
Okay, you're like the shortest.
He's like a
guard ever.
halfling.
Yeah, I'm a halfling guard.
You're a halfling guard.
No, excuse me. I work for the people.
You sound literally exactly like Catagast.
Who's that?
You.
I am Loxon.
What did you and
around, sees
Lass
the lock.
do? I know you and Lass are up to something. What was it?
I don't have time for this. I gotta guard the city. Be on your way, citizen. I'm gonna walk off.
I'm still gonna follow you. I'm still gonna follow
Don't you have dispel magic?
I'm gonna head to the devil egg.
Yeah, the devil day. You're falling to the devil day.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, are you gonna follow them?
Yeah, I'm still following him at a distance.
The fate of this country's in these guys' hands.
I knew that they wouldn't be gone for very long, so I ordered breakfast for everybody. Several egg-based dishes.
Smart thinking. It's very crowded, but since you got there early,
And 2 kegs
got a
of
good
ale.
seat. Kegs of
They don't sell
ale?
ale. They don't sell ale there.
No, they,
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You have to get
they serve the only alcoholic drinks they serve are specialty egg-based alcoholic drinks.
Can I
Why do y'all
tell?
remember they don't sell
Yeah.
alcohol here? Like, come on.
They remember it's like there's
Can I
a,
somewhere get some alcohol beforehand?
I have ale with me. Well, I guess I'm not there.
I guess. Yeah.
Cool. Well, then I brought a keg of ale.
Nice.
And I got some more
What do you
juice while I
Carrying
was
around a
there.
keg of ale.
We need to know that.
Bag of holding, baby.
I don't need a bag of holding. I got these hands.
Damn.
You just like sit the ale down, sit next to you in the booth.
Drink my OJ next to it.
Jesus. All right, you are all back at the deviled egg. What's happening here?
How long
Breakfast.
How long does greater invisibility last?
Like a minute.
Oh, it's gone by the time you get
Okay.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm trying to scare you all.
Alright, so who's showing up first?
I guess me.
Zoom last because she was running. She turns visible, like not even halfway there. Like as soon, like before she's even outside of the church, she turns visible again.
Yeah, quite early. The food's not even done yet.
Okay. Well, would you order me?
I just ordered a bunch of shit.
Oh,
It's
shit.
like a personal buffet.
All right, it's the omelette du fromage platter.
Say
Anyway.
it again, Dad.
You show up, and then it doesn't take long for you to see a guard that seems to be rather in a hurry to get to his breakfast.
Being followed
by an angry half-orc, and then being followed by an interested roach folk.
Okay, how far am I ahead of them?
I assume he's right behind
following
you.
You did not fool me at all.
You're not fooling him.
Alright, so what happened between you two?
Him and Lass did something. What'd y'all do?
What you guys do?
I just enjoyed a nice church sermon about the Almighty One.
It's been like
I had to use the
20 minutes.
bathroom, but it was kind of weird.
Yeah, deception, insight.
Wait, can you get advantage? Because
Yeah, get advantage because he helped you.
Yes, get the advantage.
I don't know what
13.
insight is. Like 6.
17.
Oh, you're going for it too? I mean, you're used to your friends acting suspicious, Uruk, so maybe they're just being idiots. But you know that no, they did something that they shouldn't have done.
Hey, Zoltan, I see you got a keg of ale there.
Yeah, you want some?
Sure.
I also got some orange juice.
Nice.
And like put some of the ale in a glass for you.
Thank you.
Hand it to you.
Okay.
Would you like some as well?
Sure. What time is it right now? Anyways.
It's like 11.
Oh, and in the world, you guys woke up bright and early, so it's like 8 a.m.
Oh, I'm past.
8
Thank you.
a.m.
I thought you were excited to be
Yeah.
there.
Because you guys woke up bright and early. It took an hour to get there, about an hour to get all this taken care of, so it's like 8.
I thought you were excited to be there.
Oh no! Sorry, I apologize. Then the sermon started, so it's about 9:30ish.
9:30ish.
What are you saying?
I thought you were excited to be there, worshiping and stuff.
Yeah, until you guys did something.
I mean, what do you mean? What does that do with you?
You didn't have to stop worshiping.
Yeah, what are you, my dad?
No, I don't know how to respond to that.
Fuck these guys.
I'll make you call me daddy, you son of a bitch.
You surely can try.
Beat me with your belt.
All right, what do you guys wish to do from here? You're gonna enjoy your nice breakfast. You guys know where the shrine is. You know what it looks like.
Go relay it to Donicus.
You want to just message them, or what do you want to do?
Oh,
Oh,
wait.
you want to message him over?
We didn't really determine if it was the gate or not.
I mean, how would we?
I mean,
determine
tell him
that?
about the red flower. Maybe he would know. Wait, in our reading of Mineros, would we know about it? Do I have to write
I'm sorry?
that? And when we read about Mineros, would it have said anything about like the color red being significant to that plane?
Flowers, man.
Or,
I
like,
mean,
anything
no.
about rose-colored flowers?
The protective measures seem to be more of a choice of the people whoever put them up way back when.
Okay.
It's not really connected to the
So we don't have any good
Plants
insights, but this one would be Mineros then.
What did the shrine itself look like?
It looked almost exactly the same as the one on the road to Hosto.
Nice double one.
It was the flower that was really the only difference, and its location, of course. Just like, if I remember correctly, it's kind of like a dark grayish stone. It looks almost like a bus stop. It's very simple and plain, but in the middle is the shrine itself. That is like just a really simple like gray base, comes up, kind of curves out a little bit, and keeps going. And then there's the gray base is where the flower is set, and then the the top of it's like a kind of like a gray full triangle, I guess. It's kind of hard to explain. It's a triangle, but it's not hollow. It's like a complete stone triangle on top of it. That's what the other one looked like as well. So they both just share the way they look.
So we still don't know if this gate goes to Mineros or not.
Well, I told Yurik earlier, but that person said something about their temple controlling or containing the magic within the shrine. So, and then Dionycus mentioned the gate being weakened. So perhaps it's because the temple is above his, area.
That's a good thing,
It's
though.
weakening the gate.
Could be.
The whole point is for us to close the gate.
Right, but maybe that's our hint at determining if it's
And
at
also,
least something to go
you got to
on.
think,
Well,
though, whenever we closed the other gate, it was harder or narder that, like, covered it in vines and stuff to keep it closed off, too.
Not just try to keep people from getting fiddling with it at all. No.
So, man.
But this one is Yeah, it didn't look, because if you remember correctly, after the flower was taken from the other shrine, it started to crumble and away more and look more rough. This one didn't look to have that as much damage on it. It was a little old and it looked like a little like decrepit, but it wasn't like falling apart.
Gotcha.
So we take the flower away.
Possibly, if you follow logic from the last one.
Well,
Do you have that one spell where you cast a handy figure to grab shit?
what's that?
I don't know. I just heard about a spell that you could do.
I have never encountered such wizardry.
Let's see. What time? We're gonna need a way.
Do you think we should take the flower?
Negative.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
Negative.
What were you
I mean,
getting?
I'll do it again. We could definitely handle an ice devil this time. Just throwing it out there.
If that's what comes out.
Yeah, this is minerals,
Out of
man.
character,
Oh, yeah.
what my idea was you could take the flower and dimension door it.
Oh, hold on.
Just to point out, the last time Cragdaddies took a flower, you died.
It also wasn't inside of a city though, with Dynacus and a dragon on our side.
I guess you're right.
I mean, yeah, what do you guys wish to go from here? Like,
I think we should call it here.
you want to call it here?
Yeah, it's like 4:40, so.
Oh, is it? Yeah, it's probably a good place to call it. It's been going quite a while.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well,
What's the chat
Thanks for
say?
tuning
Nice.
in.
More
Everybody,
stuff.
thanks for the comments. We
Yeah.
love you all.
yeah.
We
Thanks for
had,
tuning in.
we have one person that was very
Yeah.
active in chat.
Um,
I don't know if they're
please-
still here, but thank you.
I think so. Please don't forget to follow, and we will be here on Wednesdays for this session, Saturdays for my DM session, and Sundays for PJ's session, and sometimes podcast and
On
Smash
Thursdays.
coming soon.
Yeah,
So yeah,
should be good.
cool. Thanks for turning in.
I don't, yeah. I guess goodbye. That's it.
Bye. Thanks.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.